is ahead of Bennett. McGregor again deciding to cut inside, brought down, free kick in a dangerous position for Tivoli Gardens with about 4 minutes remaining in this contest. This could be a pivotal moment.
McGregor, another one of the really good ball handlers for Tivoli, taking on the Harbourview defenders here, just running by 2 or 3 of them.
They're trying to weed out Nicholas Smith. Junior McGregor is behind this one for Tivoli. McGregor with the effort. Oh, what a brilliant strike! The Tivoli Gardens number 7 comes up trumps off the bench. A super strike from
Yeah, good evening, people. Good evening and welcome back to Bomb Sports TV. Thank you for taking the time out to be with us. This evening, we're going to be discussing match day 1 of the reigning Jamaica Premier League, as well as that entails. So, yeah, thanks for joining. Big up people in the comment section. People, remember, hit the like button, subscribe, share the content with your friends. Yeah, Owen, big up, bro. Just try a thing, man. You see it. We soon get it right, man. You don't know. Much appreciated. Yo, Grimy, big up. You see me, big up Grimy. You don't know from well, yeah. So yeah, big up. Thanks for tuning in, you know. Yeah, hope everybody had a wonderful day today. So we'll get right into it now. So firstly, all right, so we are run through the games then first, and then we discuss the other topics. So we run through the game then first, and then we discuss the other topics. Oh yeah. Owen, yeah. That's the person in Chocobus. Yeah, that's the person. Yeah, man. So we are run through the games then first. So people, I guess we can start with the most recent. So we can start with Monday's games. So may I stay a Vere game for last, because after Vere game, I'll talk about some drama, you know. So I see a Vere game for last. So the first game on Monday at the Anthony's Ball Sports Complex, Harbourview taking on Chapleton Maroons. Chapleton Maroons, of course, is a returning team to the Premier League. Hold on, the people. Unseen say, we send the link. Yo, Unseen, I put the link in the comment section, bro. I put the link in the comment section, Unseen. Big up Drew Ross. Big up, brother. So, yeah, first the Chapleton Maroon. Harbourview host the Chapleton Maroons at the Anthony's Ball Sports Complex. That game, Chapleton Maroon came away 2-1. Now, I think it was a pre-game show. I was saying to Anthony that when I was looking at the transfer window, and talked about business in the transfer window, in terms of purses that have brought in players, coaches, etc., I felt that Chapleton Maroon had the best transfer window. I felt that Chapleton Maroon had the best transfer window, and I didn't want people to underestimate them and thinking that it was the Chapleton Maroons of the past. It was Chapleton Maroons of the past, and they will just come and roll over and play them. And so said, so done. I mean, Harbourview have been streamed last, and it was another goalkeeping error that led to the first goal that was scored by Javier Ellis. I think he's a former captain because I see him wearing a captain band. I also see Nathaniel Howe wearing a captain band. So I'm not quite sure exactly, but I think Javier is the captain of Chapleton. Or if not, he's one of the leaders there. And so, yeah, Harbourview came back in the game in the second half, scored a goal. Andre Fagan scored a header from inside the 6-yard box. Good ball played inside. Chapleton were back in front again. This time, Nathaniel Howe, a moment of brilliance. Wonderful touch inside the box to take the ball away from the defender and slotted it home into the bottom left-hand corner, powerful goal. So, one of Bigger Thompson's first match in charge as a head coach in the JPL, and he started with a win. So definitely a good way for him to start his campaign in the JPL as a head coach. O'Neil Thompson would have worked in the JPL before as an assistant coach to Andrew Price at Humble Lions. So that's definitely a positive thing, So good start for Chapleton and team. Good afternoon, brother. Welcome to the platform.
Yeah, man. There. They don't know. Premier League nice again. Drama
start
already.
Bro.
You not hear me? You not hear me?
Yeah. Yes, I'm hearing you now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, glitch, You know you're glitch. And my internet good. Something no. So you're stuck again.
People tell me teams. I'm hearing him. Tell me.
Them I hear me up on YouTube. Something wrong with Bam Sports internet.
Because I'm hearing him. Loud and
Them I hear me? Them I hear me?
Yeah, man, them should.
Oh. You sound delayed though. You sound delayed. Like when I talk, I'll take a while to reply.
They should be hearing you. Oh, I'm not sure. Hold on. I think we know what the problem. Hold on. I think I know what's the problem. Give me a minute. I'll solve it. Hold on. Look, I may have to much. Okay. Things open. So. All right, tell me, you hear me clear now?
Hold on. I hear better now. Yeah, I hear better Bam Sports.
Let me know if you hear me better now. Come here,
Yeah, loud and clear.
No.
Loud and clear.
All right, bro. Yeah, man, me figure what the problem, man. I saw it out still. Yeah. So, only Bigger Thompson first winning the JPL as a head coach, as I said, people. Only Bigger Thompson would have worked with Humble as an assistant coach. Also at Calabar as an assistant coach in the Morning Cup. First game in the Premier League as a head coach and came away with a victory. Hans team, did you get a chance to see that game?
The Chapleton and the Harbourview game. Chapleton and Harbourview game. Yeah, man, of course. For me, I think bigger.
What were your thoughts on that game?
I think bigger is tactical. I think bigger did well in terms of how he talks about the game after that victory. You could see that he is different from how he had played when he was playing back in the days. Back in the days when he was playing, he was playing to coaches run physical, tackle hard, and so on. Now he wants to play passing, be versatile on the ball, if pressure is there, control it and try to play the ball on the ground. Possession, break the lines. It's just beautiful to watch Chapleton that against Harbourview was beautiful. And also
unseen. You have to go unseen. Sign out and unseen.
It look like I'm here.
Sign out and signing back, bro, because so sign out and signing back. Yeah, people, I don't know who I'm to unseen internet, but he might sign out. Jason, big up Tom says he likes the coach. Based on information that I heard today on Sports Explosion. Yeah, big up Tom says he likes the coach. So Chapleton Maroons came away with a victory. Like I said, people, I think Chapleton Maroons is going to have a lot to say here. They lost a lot of games and they had the issues. I think those issues have been resolved. Oh, Siobhan. Bro, sorry about that, brother. Sorry about that, fam. Sorry. But I'm drop the link in the comments still so you can forward on. So, yeah. Chapleton is not the Chapleton of yesteryear. Like when people come up against them, they're going to come to play. No joke. Our people unseen region. Safe it right now.
I hear me now? I hear me better? Bam.
Yeah, I hear, but I still get a glitch, bro. I don't know what cause.
And my internet tap beat, my internet upon top, brother. Top speed,
Still I get a glitch unseen. I don't know what I'm the internet, bro. Hold on. I'm at Siobhan. Siobhan, you hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear you. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me?
Bam Sports about issue, Sava.
Yeah, I'm hearing you now. You're talking. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, look at this.
Sava, you hear me?
Yeah, man, I hear you unseen.
Yes, that's what I say. Film internet, that give problem.
Yeah, we can see it based off of the video. Because in video feed a breakup.
You have to go put something in your laptop, man. You have to run the street one card in your laptop, bro.
Yeah, my delay. You can see my delay.
Delay, but it a drop.
Yeah.
Bam Sports, use your phone internet. Log on for your phone internet.
Yo, hold on, unseen. I don't know what
Hotspot your laptop.
I don't know, bro.
I mean, look at the. It's.
Morris wins it ahead of Bennett. McGregor again deciding to cut inside, brought down, free kick in a dangerous position for Tivoli Gardens with about 4 minutes remaining in this contest. This could be a pivotal moment.
McGregor, another one of the really good ball handlers for Tivoli, taking on the Harbourview defenders here, just running by 2 or 3 of them.
They're trying to weed out Nicholas Smith. Junior McGregor is behind this one. for Tivoli. McGregor with the effort. Oh, what a brilliant strike! The Tivoli Gardens number 7 comes up trumps off the bench. A super strike from the super sub. Tivoli Gardens 1, Harbourview. Morris wins it ahead of Bennett. McGregor again deciding to cut inside, drop down, free kick in a dangerous position for Tivoli Gardens with about 4 minutes remaining in this contest. This could be a pivotal moment.
McGregor, another one of the really good ball handlers for Tivoli, taking on the Harbourview defenders here, just running by 2 or 3 of them.
They're trying to weed out Nicholas Smith. Junior McGregor is behind this one for Tivoli. McGregor with the effort. Oh, what a brilliant strike! The Tivoli Gardens number 7 comes up trumps off the bench. A super strike from the super sub. Tivoli Gardens 1, Harbourview.
All right, people, tell me if you not hear me loud and clear now.
Still glitching.
No.
Still glitching. You see how bad delay same way?
It a glitch same way?
You have a delay low long me attack and you just hear. I send them one voice note, bro. I send them one voice note.
Stop use the Wi-Fi and plug in the internet to the laptop straight, you know.
You hear me now?
All right, hold on.
I send them one voice note. Listen to it.
Hold on.
Jack back Shaban on the show now. People, we start out some technical something, alright? So just bear with us. You understand? We don't go nowhere. You don't know JPL show on BAM Sports. Yeah? Some schoolboy result today. So Charlie Mon get 6 love from Dintil. Marcus Garvey beat Ferncourt, which is supposed to beat Abutnat Gallimore. My sentence. Yeah.
Oh man, I just saw you name Daniel.
Oh, unseen it good. Oh, me good. Me, yeah, wanna hear me? Better than 7 last year. Sports that journey. I think it's easy. Hey, I think it's easy. Why you change the name though? Why you change the name? Unseen, this is how you guys should present the JPL and not overseas versus JPL. What you mean though? I don't understand that. Oh, and this is how you guys should present. Like, what did we do wrong before? Tell me what we do wrong before. I don't understand why you said that. I don't understand why you said that. Oh wait. Tell me. What did we do wrong? Sports that journey. Why you change the name, brother? I using a different account. Talk to me. Easy, you know. I think brand presentation is neutral. Yeah, big up yourself, Mario. You don't know, Brian there try to start out him internet and thing. While one of the people to jump on and so share the live to your friends and family. Like up the stream same time, yeah? We have 17 persons on the stream and we only have 11 likes. So remember, we want to get Brian over 2,000 subscribers. I want him to get a lot of watch hours as well. So we want the man to watch the videos when Brian drop it. Remember, say him name Fabrice Romani, you know. The great, you know. You understand me? All Gleaner take him information, you know. Gleaner running them information, you know, Bridging. So them man I think big, you know, man. Them man I think big, you know. All right, we will. What I don't want to do is that I don't want, because I don't know the script of the show based on what, so I don't want to really take away anything from what Brian have planned. But we're going to entertain, you know, with what I have in mind. Yeah. So yeah, Brian will come give information about the Gleaner thing. So him will come share the information. If you want to share it. You understand me? I don't think I am in the right. I am the right person to do that. So you will come share that. Shaban. Shav. Shav, you mute. Anyway, so people, the first game, we don't leave the first game for last because I'm catch right in time for here, Shaban, Brian, I say, I'm going to leave that game for last because the game there, our holy talking point to it. You understand me? That game, our holy talking point to it.
Yeah, people. Right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, man, loud and clear, man.
Yeah, so Brian is going to restart his PC, so we're here until he gets back. Firstly, we want to apologize to everybody who did come out and who did turn up to watch the show. We really appreciate you. We're trying to fix the technical difficulties with Brian. As Unseen had mentioned, we don't really want to delve that much into the situation or into any topics because we're not sure what Brian had planned. Mm-hmm. So we're going to just give our opinions on what happened over the weekend and some of the controversial takes that would have happened as well. So Unseen.
Yeah.
What that topic?
Well, we don't want to go into that topic because that topic will be the last one. Because I come catch Brian and say I left it for last. You understand me?
Oh, okay.
I have to work with that topic for last. So
now, man, the hot topic I win. My boy, they pick up 4-1, man.
Oh.
Your boy, man.
My boy, your boy.
Your coach, man.
Mona coach, Mona high school.
Whatever you want to call it, you know, my G. Your coach.
Yeah, man, when Mona win, man, I mean, you talk about.
Oh, so you only support him when he win?
Mona, me I talk about, brother. Mona, I know him a big coach.
Oh, so you say him a big coach of here then?
Him just start the program, man. I forgive him some time.
Chub man. Chub know say you love Speid. Because Arnett, no Cavaliers, no Vere.
No, more I like when people make entertainment in the league, and I think can bring a certain entertainment to the league or a certain eye on the league, make it more popular and people want to watch it more because everybody go want a slap off fire because you see the disc jockey dub him do.
Mobay,
yeah, yo, that bad brother.
Hold on there. How you think them get that from?
Oh.
Go look for my post what I make with Mobay United, the final result, the 4-1. I win at them hometown. I made them get it from. I made them get it from.
I'm not getting a credit.
Brother, credit for brother. I'm good after that, but you. I know my song. And the song I represent Mobay anyway, so might as well.
Right now I feel like we come out our group and start. Tell you the truth. But I left that one there for last. You know.
Which group?
Same group, brother. We can't comment in the group again.
Oh.
The group that we are asking for go send message. We can't come in the group again. I come out of that.
I mean, so it goes still. But Owen asked a question and seen you would have more know this. And you see them in the league we can look out for?
Well, right now at the young youth, Nathaniel, but him just start, so maybe I have to look on him a couple more games, but may I tell you that you they do like him have 2 goal contribution in that the game, Like the game versus Harborview, Shaban.
Alright. For me, the best young player I see. And other people wouldn't call him young, because him in JPL a good one now. My boy there from Jungle.
Thomas?
Yeah, man.
National,
man.
The national player, but we don't know if how him gonna match up at the international level. They will put him in a team based on him body type.
Hold on. Never say international level, Ansi.
No, but that's what the man ask for. So we are going to talk about a player. We are talk about where we want to see him going now.
Out for.
When I say international level, I say my national team, you know. I say outside of Jamaica. Not
oh, that you mean?
National team. I say, how am I going to match up when him come out? Whether the national team or other teams.
But I mean, he's holding his
Jaime Thomas.
All right. So for now, he's holding his own against the people who we play against.
No, man,
especially over the weekend. Well, Monday. Monday? Yeah. The game when play on Monday.
Well, people don't understand that, Chef. You know, say have CDM we have capabilities of a 10 and a 8, right? But a CDM them play.
No, I can't understand why. I can't understand why somebody would have said that. Somebody would have said that because I think the CDM what persons are looking for is somebody where them don't want the person where really I go when the team attack, them are go up. They want that player that's going to be staying back.
No, well I know. All right, so let me ask that question. If the team, all right, so you want to change the system, right? And you want to go ultra attack, and you're under a goal, right? And press up. Yeah, Banzi play the CDM role, but he play number 8. But most of the time when Banzi make the mistake, him go back, go tackle and win the ball and the midfield in Travis. If you watch the game, I tell you, he'll go back, go win a lot of balls where Banzi make mistake with. Watch and see, man.
Unseen. I think what most fans want, well, I'm not going to say most fans, some fans want in a CDM is an Anthony Grant type CDM.
No, sir. We want to see them we can kick ball and goal to where.
But unseen, that's not the role. Unseen, that's the thing. So is that the reason why you have an issue with Latibo here then?
No, the issue with Latibo here and passing. And him don't play. Him come like he can't turn on the after. Him can't go on the after.
No, nice. Owen, we're not talking about Grant age. We're talking about how we play the ball. You know the mid. How we actually manage.
Well on the Shava, I answer one phone call.
All right, bam. There's an echo. Bam, you hear me? Yeah, Brian, you hear me? All right, so Owen, so what me there say?
Yeah, Saban, you are hear me now?
Yeah, man, I hear you now.
Yeah, man, perfect.
All
People,
right.
yo, respecting the brother, cause me kind of figure out what go on. You see it? Yeah.
So,
yeah, me kind of figure. Respect for that advice, bro. That was the matter.
I really JT. JT, they showed me. I tell myself.
Oh yeah. He sent me a voice note, you know. Yeah, big up JT. Yeah, so people, as me I say, yo, we soon start talking about reggae boys, but about people, the JPL. Shaban, you watch the Chapleton Maroon and how about your game?
We never get to watch it because I do some work, unfortunately.
Oh,
but based on what me hear, though, Chapleton put in a performance where you can't write them off.
Yeah, brother, but me tell Unseen, you know. Me tell Unseen from early, say, bro, Chapleton is not the Chapleton of the season before where them come and just give it points, bro. Me feel like, say, the transfer window, I felt that Chapleton did the best business in the transfer window. In terms of the players and what them bring in, to fill the different positions them. And if you realize too, they brought in some good young players who were good in a schoolboy football at them school and I look to make the transition to club football. So I think that's one of the areas in which, unlike other clubs, I think that them get the advantage. You get what I say? So I think that Chapleton do well in another department there. Next match.
Right, so is it a thing where Is it that thing where you think Harbourview underperformed? Because we're going to talk about each match separately now. Do you think Harbourview underperformed or Chapleton overperformed?
I wouldn't say Harbourview underperformed, because if you look at the game, they were competitive in patches in the game. But I mean, coming out of last season, I still think that the issues that they had from last season, I think those issues have been brought over into this season. So if you realize last season, they had a lot of issues with goalkeeping. Like they used like 3 or 4 of the goalkeepers last season, and they just kept on making mistakes that would cost them games, points, 3 points, or even a draw. And this season at the start, it's the same issue. They had a goalkeeping error, which led to them conceding the first goal. And after that, it was just all Chapleton. Like Chapleton settled down earlier in the game, were able to put passes together. Deacon was really just having that right hand side for himself alone against a pretty good left back too, because Odell Harding has been one of the more consistent left backs in the JPL for the last couple of seasons. But Deacon inspired, looking to restart in Premier League career after going to Mount Pleasant, and things never worked out for him, and even Dumbarton on loan. You can see that he's a player with quality, and he's probably looking to stamp him class. Also, he would have worked with bigger terms as a player at Arnett Garden, so it's easy for him to work with him now. And they have a few.
And the respect,
yeah, and the respect,
have the respect for O'Neill as well.
Yeah, and I think O'Neill look like him can get the best, get him to perform well. I think
Brian, if I'm not wrong, when O'Neill was part of the backroom staff, that's when Deacon had his best time at Arnett, right? Despite the antics.
Yeah, but not really backroom staff, but he used to play with Deacon as well. So Deacon is 18, He's 28, and he's been playing Premier League for them like about 17. He's been in the league for like a decade,
Yeah, so because I think how I got to know Deacon, was I think me and MG go watch one match. And I feel say like this brother, yeah. You can see him have the technical ability, but him just have the little antics thing about him, that Neymar-esque thing about him. So I think probably that's why persons ever kept an eye on him. But he does have the talent. And when I saw Mount Pleasant go after him, I was like, all right, Mount Pleasant see something at the youth as well. But it was just unfortunate. Mount Pleasant seemed to be that club, that Chelsea type club.
I didn't think that was the right fit for him though.
Yeah, there's a lot of transfers, Brian. We can say probably do fit Mount Pleasant, if I'm gonna be honest. So
yeah, I think he was one of them too. I didn't think he was the right fit for him. So moving along now to the game with Racing and Waterhouse. Unseen, give me your views on that game.
Unseen.
No, look like him up on a call. All right, so me go ahead. So Racing and Waterhouse, I think that game was always going to be a chess game, based on the fact that the coach Anthony Patrick used to coach at Waterhouse, has a few players that used to play at Waterhouse at Racing. He would have been familiar with them to an extent. So I always thought that game would have been like a chess game for them. Going into the game though, I must say I thought Waterhouse was the favorite. I thought Waterhouse too did some good business in the transfer window. They brought in 2 central defenders, which last season that was a problem for them. They brought in Zakia Wilkes and they got Christopher Matthews on a permanent transfer. So I thought that those were 2 good additions. Even Rashawn Amos, who is a former Waterhouse player that left and went to Arnett. He's back. I figured he would have played in a right back role, but he's being utilized as a centre back now. And I thought that they did some good business there. Nicholas Hamilton, Bygrave, Junior McGregor, those are players of good quality that can compete in the Premier League. I was a little bit concerned with Racing on the transfer window. I didn't think Racing brought in enough players with the Premier League experience that they probably need. And, you know, it didn't help that they lost their leading goal scorer on deadline day to Mount Pleasant. I think with him in that team, it would have been a totally different Racing team. But, you know, for whatever the reason, he left. I thought in the game, though, I think the game was a little bit, I think the scoreline made the game seem a little bit closer than it actually was, because up until the point, apart from the heroics of the goalkeeper, I really thought that Waterhouse was in total control of that game for most of it. I counted at a point where Bygrave got like 5 shots before he eventually scored one. So even though the game ended 1-0, I thought the scoreline made it seem a little bit closer than it was, because I didn't think Racing created enough goal scoring, like clear-cut goal scoring opportunities outside of the penalty, and towards the end there, they got a goal to equalize. And I think there was probably one other opportunity that you could say is a clear goal scoring opportunity. I think for the most part, especially in the first half, it was all Waterhouse. But you could see that Racing came out and they were trying to stay behind the ball and to be compact and to be defensively solid. But I felt that on another day, Bygrave probably would have scored 3 or even 4 of those chances, and it would have been a totally different game. Mares, Andre Lezita is at Racing. So I thought the scoreline really made the game seem a little bit closer than it was. But I still think that Racing gave a valiant effort. I was impressed with the number 10, Ellis. I saw him in the preseason twice. I saw him against Dunby Holding and Portmore United. I watched those games. And he looks like a really good player. I understand that he could have played Manning Cup this year, but he's opted to come and play in the Premier League, which is a good thing. He looks the part, you know, he looks like a player that can really compete, and he's not afraid to express himself. He's confident on the ball, and he makes really good decisions when he's on the ball. And, you know, for a 19-year-old coming in the Premier League for his first game, you know, sometimes you sort of expect them to do well, but to still be a little bit reserved. But from minute 1, he was all over the park. I actually thought he was like the best player on the park outside of the Racing goalkeeper, who had a really good game.
So for me, Brian, I think Racing was unfortunate. I will say this, and MG I got customer for this. If Raheem was still at Racing, I think Racing would have won that game. If Raheem was still there, Racing would have won that game, because if you look at some of the chances that Racing created, what was missing was that striker. And based off how I know Raheem plays, especially seen him from tier 2, I know that at least 2 of those chances would have been put away by him. But he's gone. Racing knew that they would, and again, I think it was a deadline day transfer as well. So I don't think they would have had the opportunity to have replaced him either. So, but I mean, really impressed with Racing. It was a team that I was fearful for, of being relegated, but based off the performance that I saw on Monday, I'm honestly not worried for them. I think that they will actually, I think they will stay up this season.
I mean, to be honest, usually the last I think for the last 3 seasons, it's been the trend where the 2 teams that come up usually go down. Like I said, I don't think that's gonna be Chapleton Maroons' fate this season. I really don't think so. And the evidence is clear based on their first game. Even though it's a longer season, being 39 games and all in the regular season, but I don't think that Chapleton is going to go back down this season. And Racing, I think, if they are able to improve or get a goal scorer in the January window. Ronaldo Biggs is there. just come back from Europe. I'm sure he'd want to, to stake his claim on the league and try to push for a move back overseas. I mean, Rudolph Murray is there too. He's a player that has been in the Premier League for a little while and has not really kicked on, so he could be looking to make a move. I mean, it was unfortunate that he missed that penalty. Sometimes those are tough things, but I still think that Racing have some good players. I think the Racing captain in centre back, Markovich Brown, really good player, good leader. And St. Catherine, I mean, when the Money Cup is over, that there are some good players in the St. Catherine setup who I think will fit into this Racing team and make them even stronger. So in terms of relegation, I don't think they are one that, you could be looking to say off the bat that, hey, they are going to go back down. I think they are going to compete. And Anthony Patrick is an experienced Premier League coach. That's one of the things too, that, usually the teams that have come up in the past have not had experienced Premier League coaches at the helm at the start. So I think with Patrick there and knowing about the league and, just being an experienced coach and, knowing what it takes to win or to do well in the Premier League, I think he will put together his team in a way in which they're not going to just be walkovers. And I think it's the same thing for Chapleton Maroon to having had the experience of the first season. They came back up this season. They went for bigger Thompson, who's been in the league for quite a while, even though he was a player. But, from even his playing days, he had that aptitude of, being a leader and coaching. Teddy Johnson had the experience of coaching in the league, albeit not a very successful one. But, I mean, it's still a good enough sort of experience that can help them to push forward. So I think it's going to be very interesting this season. I really do think that one of the teams that we expect to stay are going to go unseen.
Chapleton game not talk about Bam.
Yeah, you can give your views. You can't pass it to Richard Racing, but you can give your views.
Chapleton, yeah, for me, as I was saying to Siobhan, that I was impressed with the coach. Based on his post-match press conference, what he said really had me looking and listening at what he's saying, the way he wanted to play, just so him give the leadership to a young player and stuff like that. And Andrew Vanzi is an experienced player. There are a lot of experienced player there. And, him choose to get a young player, the captain and bumper, lead the team and lead the team. It shows a lot as a coach. I think he will do well. I think he's going to do well this season based on the type of players that he acquired and things. But into the game now, so big up, bigger, continue putting the work bigger. And I mean, I tell you, if you look at bigger on the outside, you don't know, you never listen to that interview, you're expecting to be a coach, right? Kick the ball along and robust and bully and type of football in that play. No. So it's different. If you want to play like the English coach, not the English coach, the top coaches in England who are doing well. That's how the top bigger want to play. In the game though, I think that Andrew Vanzi made that a mistake in the defensive midfield. I don't know if he's fit enough yet, but maybe down in the league, he will get himself up to par. So Andrew Vanzi, make some blunder in the middle of the park, defensive midfield. Apart from that, you could see Chapleton trying to play the ball, Bam Sports and Siobhan and person in the comment section. They try to play the ball. No matter how the press come at them, they try to keep the ball and move away from the press. And their passing was good. Demara D kind of had a good game. Was looking at him to put him in the team of the week. But I just think that Shea Smith had a better game than him, in my opinion. But Demara D kind of a good game, should have scored as well. The centre forward have Premier League experience from last season. Good goal from him, goal poaching goal. And Nathaniel, he had to be in the team of the week. Two goals involvement in that game. Have to be in the team of the week. Have to, no doubt. The goalkeeper, Prince Daniel Smith, had a good game as well. All around was a good effort from everybody at Chapleton, how they prepared for that game and so on. And it's a staple team that they come and beat, which is Harbourview. So we have to give them their props for doing that. Now you're about you're mute. You're mute, Bam.
I'm saying I can touch on the racing game and then we'll move forward.
All right, so racing, for me, I think racing coach made get it tactically wrong with the players that he started, especially in the back line. I think Rule, as how he used Rule over the past couple of years, should have started in the centre-back era. I think he would have put that aggressiveness, that knowledge into marking and marshalling that back line so that Bygrave wouldn't have so much free space and touches on the ball in the back line in that era. I think that's where Racing got it wrong in the defensive part of the game. I think going forward with the ball and putting the ball to Ellis and the tall guy there. I don't remember his name, but he was good in the midfield as well. I don't want to say it like this, but I think maybe later down in the competition, Rudolph Murray will pick up, and the coach may revive him back. But for me, I'm not seeing. He's not in my good book right now. He's not in my good book for missing that penalty. As a senior player, as a player that I've experienced in the Premier League, I just think that Racing should have got something out of the game. Not only him, others miss goals that should have scored as well. So I just think that it's the first game. We're not going to kill them. I think they played well in some scenarios. The defensive unit though needs to work on. They need to be more aggressive, and communication need to be clearer so that players can mark players in the box. Marking of players in the box was not good. The goalkeeper kept them into the game. I have to look at that as well. And I think that's one of the reasons why I have him in my team of the week for the top goalkeeper of the week. Anybody have a problem with that? Yeah, man. Worms had a wonderful game.
Yeah. Nobody can disagree that. I mean, man kept out by Grave on like 4 occasions until eventually, he got a goal. So people, the next game we're gonna look at is Mount Pleasant versus Portmore United. I was at that game. Unseen. Give me a thought.
Portmore for me came out. All right. So I don't want to say that he's the coach's way that he wanted to play. Because when I interviewed the coach, he said that wasn't the plan. The plan was to play on the front foot. It was to go in their faces. But the players sit deep. They allowed Mount Pleasant to go at them, and it never looked good for Portmore. Second half, coach made some changes for Portmore. They played in patches, got opportunity to score, hit the post, but it just never come together as a unit, as a team unit. So I think for me they have a lot of work in terms of synchronizing, in terms of just the whole passing the ball and going to space, marking players when set pieces given to the opponent team, stuff like that. So I stand up upstairs and I told Bam Sports that, hey, we could have stung up and take a book and write down a whole heap of topic what Portmore needs to work on. Objective in a training. Whole heap of problem. Breaking the lines, just the whole passing and moving to zones, the difficult problem. So we have to give the Portmore coach some time, because remember the transition of the coach that were there first, then over to Mount Pleasant. I think it's a little bit unfair to grade Austin so heavily on that first game. So we could look at the next one and see if the team would improve in that game. And Portmore people have a whole heap of top young players. I'm telling you, like you could see a glimpse of what they can do, but it just never materialized in the game. On the other hand, Mount Pleasant had a good game, passing, moving the ball around, just dictating the pace of the game and so on. I think they did well. Mount Pleasant, and the gaffer is there, back again. Who that? Ferguson. Ferguson is back, and Ferguson told Unseen Sports that, hey, there weren't any bad blood when I left Mount Pleasant, so I'm a professional. Anywhere I go, I'm a professional, and that's what I keep my relationship professional. So I can be called at any time for any team, even if I left that team. And big up Ferguson for that, continue to raise the bar and, you know, be a role model to a lot of young coaches who want to reach the heights as you. You understand? Big up yourself, Ferguson. Wonderful job you're doing down by Mount Pleasant.
Shaban. Oh, Shaban, you never did a game, man. Never saw Shaban in a game.
No, sir. So
Shaban
unexpected.
in bed.
No, he never did them, man. If we better would have seen. Remember, we all have their partner.
Shaban in bed.
Yeah, so Mount Pleasant, Portmore people. All right, so a few things for me. One, I thought Portmore came out very tentative in the first half. For most of the first half, Portmore was just hell-bent and sitting back in their half and just look as if them trying to defend. It's almost as if them started the game from a position of retreat or surrender. The three players that were in the midfield, Howell, Javier Brown, and Sigel Knight, I think those players are similar. Like, none of those players are really, like, you would say, creative midfielders. Yeah, they can be, but not out-and-out creative midfielders. And I think Portmore was lacking that. I think every time when they try to get the ball forward, even when it gets to the forwards or to the wide players, they were lacking a creative midfielder to make those runs or to just be there to support the attacking three. So I think that's where they fell off. In the second half, they brought on Morrison, and you could see where he was a little bit more involved in the play and wanting to go forward and to help the team to keep possession of the ball in the attacking third. Got a few opportunities, nothing to write home about. Portmore of Zimenez looked good in patches. You could see that Zimenez has played football in Europe. He looks really, really strong, and you know, he's not afraid to go into challenges and those stuff. The former Phoenix player Zane Pinnock, whenever he got on the ball, Portmore really looked as if they would have done something good. So I think going forward, they could probably try to figure out a way to get him on the ball more. You know, he has a lot of pace and he's confident. A few times I saw him go by Gadiel Irving, but he just never had the support. So all in all, I think it was a decent performance from Portmore. But I think Mount Pleasant, they really showed their class. You could see that Coach Ferguson really wanted to win this game. For the most part, he was the one on the sideline giving out the instructions, organizing the players. Even at halftime, he was the one doing most of the giving out the tactical information and stuff like that. And usually when I see Coach Ferguson, he's normally very reserved on the sideline. But for this game, he was really up to it. And, kudos to them. Also, I felt that Kevis, I don't know if you have someone every now and say, call brother. So yeah, they wanted to win. Unseen, I know you said that Coach Ferguson is a professional. I put it to you that he's not going to coach at Portmore United. I don't think he's a coach that they're going to be looking at anytime in the near future.
Oh, Portmore?
Yeah, I don't think so.
They make money off of him, so why not?
Yeah, but brother, I don't think so. Just me not think so.
He's a golden spoon coach. A golden spoon coach. I
don't think so still. But
money coach want to call Ferguson. If me build one team now, and him move from Mount Pleasant, I call him because I might make some money.
Possible, but just I said.
Might make some money.
Yeah, but I thought Mount Pleasant was the more dominant team. In the second half too, they could have scored some more goals. But between Bailey and Nelson and their own selfish ways, they didn't score more goals. I thought if they were a little bit more unselfish in the attacking third, they could have gotten probably another goal or two. But yeah, I mean, it was a good game, good turnout. Redinter Park surface, not perfect, but it's better than it was. It can get better. I see them have lights. I see them have lights over there, so possibly they could be looking to play night games, which is good for the football and stuff. But yeah, that was a good game. Well, we never stay if you see, or because
remember 4 poll, We want actually 2 more polls.
Well, we see them come on still, but we never stay until it get extra dark to see how bright it would be. But, I mean, it would be good if them can play night games, because back when it was JFF Premier League, Portmore used to play night games over there. And,
but you have to remember, back
and
then,
it was,
you could have played with certain light and
no, brother, nobody would have unseen. The light them used to good, brother. What and them much used to come on TV, brother.
Are they same like them? What you did from before?
Bro, I don't know if I the same like them, but I just say, going forward, hopefully,
those
them get more lights, or the lights them reach a state where them can play a night match. I don't know if that's going to the season, but I see them turn on the light, so it's a good sign. Because last couple of seasons, the light never did it. So them are turn on the light now, it's a good sign, and hopefully them get good or better lights or improve, but them can play night games. Yes, I hope it improve or them can play night games. Next match. Don't be holding Arnett. Shaban, you must watch a match then.
You can't ask me that, man. Don't be holding was Arnett looks really amazing, I'm not gonna lie. Arboyne is a player I always look out for, and trust me, I think me and seen they have the conversation about national Jaime Thomas before you came on back, Brian. The way that brother they control the Arnett midfield, you have to wonder how long him play football in the league. Like literally, he took control of that game and he made Don't be holding no say yo. Go back and Portmore with this brother. And also we play football in the jungle. And then the fans as well. I think Arnett is a team that we have to look out for this year. Hopefully injuries doesn't impact them. As I mentioned, Arboyne, the goal that he scored was amazing. He's a player that I've always looked on as well. But unfortunately, his age. How old is he, Brian? You're muted.
I think he's about 28.
28. Yeah. So he's under the other side of the age bracket. So, but he's somebody that I think he has the quality. Just sometimes he hit his head. But he had an amazing game. Arnett itself had an amazing game. I don't think I saw anything I could say bad pertaining to Arnett. I don't know if that is because of the quality of Arnett or that was just the lack of quality of Don't be holding. Don't be holding didn't really bring much to the table. Warner Brown with the 2 goals. So it was just good for Arnett. But the 2 teams, I expect Don't be holding to be fighting for survival this season. So I didn't really expect much from them. But what I saw, it was actually less than what I expected as well.
So which 2 teams are fighting for survival?
For me, I think Don't be holding will be one, and I think Harborview will be one.
But we must have see Tivoli and Mullines there.
Don't be holding is one. Yeah, Humble Lion.
Humble Lion. Yeah.
It's a good no.
Yo, Duki team now fight no relegation, brother. Yo, Duki team now fight no relegation, brother.
Yeah, about. You think John can make away with you guys still playing?
Duki team now fight relegation, bro.
Alright, let's put the goal for Humble Lion.
Humble Lion sign Kemar Beckford, you know?
Yeah, but Kemar Beckford no. Now the JPL last year never really.
Bro, you're crazy. Unseen the man coming in the half season was leading goal scorer for Vere, brother. We are talking about man scored like the man scored like 8 or 9 goals in a half season, brother. Remember January him coming up.
And he scored much goal?
Man scored like 8 or 9 goals, brother. And a couple assists and them thing there, brother. What you mean?
I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure about this, so I'm not heard of.
Bro, I'm telling you, brother, the man was close to double digits. Now, I'm telling you, bro, he was close to double digits, brother.
Alright, I could see now. Because 2 minutes how well they play.
But hold on, the unseen. We are talking about the Don't be holding match. Give your opinion on the Don't be holding match.
Yeah, so Don't be holding game. I saw Don't be holding in the preseason game against Racing. And the same thing I saw in that game, that's what I saw against Arnett. Difference is, you cannot try that with Arnett Gardens, bro. Like, Arnett Gardens is one of those very good ball-playing teams in the Premier League. And at home, when they are up to it, them can be really difficult to beat. Yeah, I thought Jaheim Thomas had a very good game in the middle of the park. But I mean, when you concede 2 goals in like a minute apart, brother, you're always gonna be up against the 8 ball. Like the score and then the next as the ball kick off or the next attack, it was Arnett Garden scoring again. Like once that happened, you're always gonna be up against it. You're always gonna have to be pushing, and that was like in the 10th minute. Because Warner Brown scored in the 9th and the 10th minute. So you're always gonna be up against it. So I think from that standpoint, it was always gonna be difficult for Dunboyne to come back in the game. Dean Andre Thomas started up front, wasn't effective. I didn't think he had the support that he needed for the most part. But Dunboyne brought on Neran Barrow, Guyanese forward who looked good in the few moments in which he got in the game. So I think going forward, if he can get more opportunities to play, he's one of those players that probably will score goals in the Premier League. I just think defensively though, they have to tighten up. Like I say, you can't. But what was surprising to me was they had like out and out centre backs on the bench, and they started Gavin Burton as a centre back, who probably can play that position. But I thought that when they brought in like Richard Brown or even Geraldine Jr., I thought that those players probably, would have gotten the nod to start. But the coach had other plans. Eventually he brought on Brown in the second half, and they looked more assured in defense. So hopefully, or who knows, maybe they will start going forward. But like I said, Arnett looked really, really good. And also, Arnett had the advantage of being in the CONCACAF Caribbean Club Championship, actually. They're going to be playing tomorrow night over there in Trinidad. So they're a little bit more in season. Arnett started some of the new players too. Shamari Dyer got a debut, and he looked as if he fit in really well. So, I mean, after the first half, you could see that Arnett was totally in charge of the game, and the coach was just using the second half, it looked like, to, give players some minutes. Fabian Reed came on, Willis came on, and stuff like that. So you could see where he was just trying to put the pieces together, hopefully to go and get a positive result in Trinidad. But I thought it was a good game, good way to end the Sunday proceedings in the jungle. The vibes right. Kudos to Arnett Gardens too. They are implementing a new system where at the end of the game they have a press conference room lined up. It wasn't the best because of the heat, but they promised that going forward it's going to be resolved. But actually, I think that's a very, very good initiative. So kudos to Arnett Gardens for that. I think I saw Vere did it as well too at Vere. So going forward, I hope most of the clubs have this setup where at the end of the game, the coach and the player go into an area where them sit down and they can answer questions from the media. You don't have to be running up behind them on the field to try and get interviews in and those stuff, So kudos to Arnett Gardens for that. Yeah, big up United. Kudos to Arnett Gardens for that. That was a really, really good initiative. And I hope that going forward, the standard is set and, it stayed that way. I think that was a good thing, bro, because, trying to be professional and trying to improve the product, that's a really good thing. Hopefully we'll reach a stage, maybe in second round, where when they have feature games, them can have like pre-match press conference and those stuff, help to improve just the overall product, I think it goes well. And it's a good initiative, and hopefully them can improve on it and be better. Now,
Brian, I think I saw where when I look at something there, even the the Vere Phoenix. I don't know if that was. I saw they had something like that set up as well after.
Yeah, man, they did it inside because they have like a room there at Wembley, where them can do that.
Yeah, so
I
think
that's I hope more of the clubs them just buy into that idea, and improve as they go along. Hopefully them can get like a banner with the club sponsors behind the persons, you know, them think they can help to sell the product and just be better, you know. So
I think the JPL should just, you know, make every club get one of those banner, you know, and so they can put them in their conference room.
bro, the club them can just make a banner, brother. Why don't have JPL? Club them just can make a banner, brother. Club them just can make a banner,
I don't
bro.
know Universal say Bamsport. I don't know the rule or whatever. If they have most
no, I don't think there's a rule. We think as a club they can,
All right,
they can do that to
Unseen, just like when you
your
see the
own.
EPL, the club them normally put them sponsors on the banner, you know, them don't
Yeah,
normally
because remember saying on every sponsor will sponsor club, sponsor the
sponsor
JPL.
the JPL, exactly.
Yeah, so you put your
so they
sponsor.
can build them own banner and put it up then. All right.
Yeah, man,
Yeah.
and put up your Vere do it, man, with the players them and them thing them, man.
How many of us banner is behind them?
No, not the banner, but me I say them can. That's a way in which them can improve. I mean, I think them banner thing they're expensive either. To print up your sponsor them logo. Them. Yeah, and it's not like you have it forever, man, until you change sponsor. So I think it's a good way. You see me? So next up now, we have arguably one of the most interesting match of the round. Vere Phoenix hosted Mobay. Montego Bay United.
Run back the goal then. Run back the goal then. Run back the goal then.
The goal them.
Run back the goal then. Run back the goal then.
Some good
So
goal.
I understand though. The order not show Vere goal though. Like
some.
safe part of the building. Safe part of the building. Yo. I'm a group man be like you, safe man.
Nobody not capture Vere goal them. But we have put up the Vere goal them people.
So first thing, Brian, hold on to Brian. The first thing we want to find out is it Vere Phoenix United or is it Vere United? That's the first thing we want to find out.
Brian, I've locked off one of them. Somewhere in the next man show. I turn on the mic, the volume around them.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I hear you now. So Brian, so first thing, you're the resident, you know, you're the Fabrizio Romano, you know, you are the great, you know. Is it Vere Phoenix United or is it Vere United?
I say I boot him up. Hey.
Cause we want to know, you know, so we don't get no sue, you know. So we want to make sure it's the right thing we are talking about, you know.
Yo, bro, the club based on the registration that was done at the JFF, the club is called Vere United. Even though Craig and them have them arrangement for the renaming of the club, they were registered on CONCACAF and with the JFF and even current FA as Vere United. So they have them new logo now and everything, but they are still being recognized as Vere United.
Yeah, because I recognize because on their kit as well, their kit actually has the old logo.
Yeah, man, because remember saying the merger and everything would have taken place after those things that have been in place now, like jersey and all them stuff there. So Vere United them name, man. As in that's what they're gonna be recognized as. They're not gonna be called Vere Phoenix. Vere United.
What the issue though? Like what the issue?
They were registered with CONCACAF and the JFF as Vere United.
So they never went through the proper.
JFF is saying them don't have no documentation that says otherwise. So until them provide that, they name Vere United.
No, so the question is, what about issue that may ask?
Oh, I don't know. Just no, man. You have some people where probably think say the JFF are trying to like slide them or whatever.
I think it's petty, like that petty though.
What's petty about it?
Because that would have been Butler have an issue with not getting the right name, call, or but the other people. Let me see, I take it up and ask question about it.
No, so apparently what I heard.
People probably just concerned, brother, and just want to know.
Yeah, because I mean, it is. Nancy, remember, you know, everything that the club has going out to the public, it has Vere Phoenix. But on paperwork, it's Vere United.
But suppose it is in the making.
Yeah, man. So until the JFF get the documentation there, them I call them very. Them I refer to
That's
them
what
as
I say. I
very.
don't think it is a big deal.
No, I mean, I
Because
don't think so.
the only person we may make it to be a big deal that would be Butler. I'm not hearing anybody else say Butler make it be a big deal.
No, I
No,
know you
sir,
don't from Butler.
no,
To him
no,
credit,
no.
I know your Butler come out and say anything about it.
Hey.
So
Yeah,
we just
yeah,
want to
that's
clarify. Cause we don't want, you see, because we don't want to get in a problem.
No, man, brother.
You are getting a problem?
Vere United, Vere Phoenix.
No, the thing about it now, me want to call them Vere United because that's how we see so far. And all documentation coming out of the JFF of Vere United, but you
not
know
no issue wrong if you call him Vere Phoenix United neither.
No, but if I call them Vere, remember I go off this documentation. So you don't know if some persons might find it offensive, so I still call the club Vere
One thing
United
for
when it's
sure.
Vere Phoenix.
Well, no
One
love
thing
problem
for
though.
sure.
Don't look at petty stuff.
One thing for sure. JFF not calling them no Vere Phoenix until them get documentation.
Yeah, that'll be sure. But that petty though.
What is petty about that?
Well, not come.
Yeah, so people, the match, Vere United or Vere Phoenix, whatever. Mobay 1-4-1 at Wembley. Shocking scoreline. I actually thought that Mobay was going to win, but I was thinking either 3-2 or 2-1.
You were thinking a more respectable scoreline.
Yeah, I never felt that they would have been 3 goals ahead of them.
Drop the Craig Butler interview. They're on him page.
I don't have that, bro. No, I don't have it to show you. I don't have it. I never download it.
You can play that by Instagram, man.
Bro, I don't download it for a reason, brother.
No, all right. No, me understand, you know.
I can't buy out the controversy, bro. So, you see me? Yeah.
But it's a reporter, brother, you know, no controversy today. You talk what go on.
I'm seeing you will want the controversy to yourself, you know, but I go on like say you're smart, you know.
So,
no, yeah.
Vere lost 4-1 to Mobay. Unseen. What do you think about that result?
Well, I really predict a Vere win, you know. And boy, we make a blind bet. Because me think say both of the players them would have there and not play. But apparently not. But that can be used as an excuse. I think preparation for that game, them should understand and know who is more pleasant and what them bring to the table. Not more pleasant, sorry, Montego Bay, and what they bring to the table. And even if those players are not there, them should set up in a way where them don't concede so much goal. Yeah, at the Premier League level, you must understand, say, all right, we have the firepower, we have this, we have that. How we can set up a way to get a result. It's all about getting a result. It's not about not every game you go and talk about style of play, and that's why I think some of them coaches are really now them not evolve, them not get better. Because sometimes, you know, I think then you have to understand, say, yo, and every time the passing game gonna work, you know, sometimes you have to just ease yourself and make boy pass ball around you and you ugly out the game and get a point. You understand? So in that game, when them find out that certain things not work out for them, them should try adjust and see how best them could get a point out of the game. And you know, that's what coaches do. When them say an ugly win is better than a pretty loss. Yeah, but Mobay to me really boss the game. So the keeper get all assists. Brian Brown.
Yeah, for the Brian Brown goal, huh?
Yeah, Brian Brown. I have to put him in the team of the week.
That was a good goal, actually. That was actually
yeah, the type of goal where him score, and then words from the game so that him really put in some good shift in the attacking part. The defense line was sturdy as well with Brito and Tringham. Report from the game said that Tringham was good in defense, so I had to put him in the back line as well as centre back. Yeah. So basically, I think
Brito actually scored the first goal.
Yeah. So actually, I think Mobay really Zapata really have them moving the ball and passing the ball. You can see that Mobay is going to be a team that is going to go for the title. Can't wait to see the matchup with them and Mount Pleasant and Arnett and Cavaliers. And bro, them game them was supposed to sell out. Them need to market them game properly. Like them can link Queen Abam Sports and give you a piece of food or market the game, you know. What about Musa? Eh?
Yo, me soon get around to that, brother. But yo, as it relates to the result, like me say, the result was a little bit, surprising. I never expected that they would have won by 3 clear goals. But that's how it is. At the end of the game, Craig did an interview and said that he never got most of his players. He blasted the JFF for blocking his players. And he also, the controversy again was around, Vere and, JFF and Craig Butler and stuff. I don't think they were going to see an end to that whole saga anytime soon. But he said that his players were blocked. 14 players he said he was missing. So
how much?
14 players.
Backside.
So this coming match day now, they are going to be playing Mullines at Sabina Park. So hopefully he'll get his players in and can feel the strongest team and be able to put up a solid performance in that matchup. So that's my view on that. Also, Craig is a legend that people are alleging that the JFF is singling out Craig and Lenny Hyde and trying to Jason Goda, brother. But I will not do that, Richie. Yes, so as it relates to the deal as the coach of people. So, people, we have to be fair. See? Last year, at the start of the season, the JFF was saying to the clubs that you need a CONCACAF B-Lights to coach in the Premier League. Them said that. See? Now, at the start of the season, last season, the JFF felt that they never provided enough opportunities for coaches to get that qualification. So, them almost relaxed the rule to a point. And then they started a B-Lights course. So, I was at that course because at the time I was the manager of Mullines. And Mullines was one of the clubs that they were using the players from for the coaches to do their practical. When I went up to the coaching course at the Captain Burrell Center for a week, most of the coaches that were there starting the course were coaches at the JPL. So we are going to some names, people. O'Neil Bigger Thompson, Philip Williams, Garnet Lawrence, Donald Stewart, Foley, Ricardo Smith from then Dunby Holding, Vanny Clark, them 6 there. Austin, Rudolph Austin, Kevin Deere, Andrew Price, Lord Bernard. And I understand, I don't think I saw Lenny when I was there.
Last year, what time? At what time last year?
Them time, my brother, September.
Last year, them time, huh?
Yeah. Andrew Sewell, Damian Garden from Waterhouse. Bro, so most of the coaches in the Premier League at the time, from the clubs who never had the license, Sean Fraser, they were there.
You saw Bunny Clark at this time last year?
Yeah, man. Bunny was there, man.
So
I stand corrected. Maybe Bunny never did. I stand corrected, but...
No, sir. Bunny never did. Remember, the Bunny coming in the Premier League last year, with Liam Lima, and couldn't coach the team.
If it was not that first course, I'm almost sure Bunny was doing the B-Lights, or he's doing the B-Lights. So he'll be subsequent. Because I think it's 2 different times, more lines.
If him that do the B-Lights, him could have coached Lima. Him couldn't coach Lima last year as the head coach. He have to be technical director.
Okay, so...
Remember say a Purser end up coming,
Yeah, I think Purser was in the B-Lights course too.
Purser was doing the B-Lights.
Yeah, I think Purser was in the B-Lights course. Yeah.
Purser.
Yeah, man. So all them was in the CONCACAF B-Lights in. So them start last year. Now, the course is a 6-month course according to the JFF. If the course starts in September, brother. September, October, November, December, January, February. Let's say you have some challenges, brother. By March, you must have done the course, brother. You can't, so if the federation come now and say, you need to have it, brother, the excuse of Lenny Hyde come with, you not work with that.
Which excuse in come with?
Lenny Hyde said, them a pressure him, and him a do the course now. So it's almost like him a say, yo, me a do it now, you know, so give me a black. Joke thing Lenny Hyde a go out with Bridget. Joke thing Lenny Hyde.
A joke thing, yes.
Joke, brother. All them coaches when have the qualification, a joke thing them a go out with. Them want coach at the Premier League.
You know why I joke thing? You know why I joke thing? Because them get the first preference more than anybody else.
All Premier League clubs get the preference.
All of them get the preference. Me not pick up none of them.
Yo, them can't cut Speid from now till tomorrow. Them can't cut him for that one. A joke thing them a go out with, brother. And furthermore, bro, Lenny Hyde are one of the most winningest coach of the JPL. Lenny Hyde won the JPL 3 times with 3 different clubs. Him shouldn't have a problem about quality. A joke thing them a go out with, brother.
No, him shouldn't have to run down a B-Lights. Him should have him conquer cover in UEFA for a long time.
A joke thing them a go out with, brother.
Him should have him UEFA likes a long time.
Bro, bigger Thompson, he started the course last year, you know. And based on what Speid said on Oral Tracy show, bigger finish. Big man a joke thing them a go out with, brother. Me not agree with Craig for that one. JFF not fight, brother. Joke thing a go out with Craig. And Lenny Hyde. Nobody not fighting, brother. And the thing is, this is how I like with Lenny them. These are the points that me Lenny them make.
We have to separate it now. We have to separate it and beat who forget beating. No, we can't beat 2 of them one time.
The 2 of them, brother.
We can't beat 2 of them one time.
Bro, unseen, the man them rule said, if you don't have the B license, go stand up in the technical area and give coaching instruction.
Oh, you're not supposed to stand up in the technical area.
Giving out coaching instruction.
So me ask you a question now. Racing coaching staff have a B license?
You know, you're saying not stand up themselves, sit down for the whole match.
So me not understand how that makes sense. Don't tell me how that makes sense.
Bro,
that really doesn't make sense, brother.
Hold on, unseen, we soon get around to that. Right?
So explain to me that really makes sense.
Hold on, brother. One thing at a time. Joke thing Craig and Lenny are going away. If the man them said, if you don't have the license, you cannot coach in the league, don't go on the bench and coach. Otherwise, pay a fine. But I first thing. Next thing now, this part of the rule, a joke thing. If you don't have the license, you're not the coach at all. Me not agree with them at all, but the man can sit down and don't. A joke thing, never. Mr. Speid, just a part of a joke thing, brother. If you don't have the license, you're not in a technical area, brother.
No, once you have no qualification, you're not on the bench.
Remember, I know, when you have the officials on the bench, when you put the people in name, you have to put them role. You just put on their name, so. So, if a man names upon the official list, and he a coach,
send leader the link. Send the link. I want to ask you that question.
Leave a link in the comment section. Join.
Drop it back again, man. Okay, see.
Hold on.
Java, you're silent, so.
A joke thing never go away, brother. On the 2 side, me not agree with Speid them on the part. Brother,
me not agree with the part. We have where them try to single out the coach them don't have it. And then some of them we don't have it neither. Get blind.
No, they don't forget the black. Brother, unseen.
Because if me believe say if you go find Vere, if you find racing too, you know.
Unseen.
Me not business about not stand up in the technical year, because that makes sense.
Let me tell you this, brother. Them coach of the Premier League, them now coaching peanuts in the brother. Them are get good salary. Them figure improve them coaching education, brother.
And some of the time my club pay for them too.
Yeah, but me as I said, bro, you cannot come and say you're a coach and you don't.
No more blind, man. JFF stop the blind thing. And that cause issue, you know, the blind.
No more blind, I think, brother. No
more blind.
The club them must pay if them don't hire me as a coach, and the coach them must pay if them don't. If brother, You see, Speid them said him sit down, brother, from him walk in a technical here. And I'm leader. See the link there. Come tell me about years of service, leader. Don't come tell me the coach just about years of service. Joke thing never go on with.
Travis.
Welcome. Jason go.
All right, Jason, just giant. Make him run. Make him go on with it.
Let me hear what you
No, I have a question, Brian. So you say them can't stand up and give instruction. So them can sit down and give instruction?
Yeah.
According to how Speid explain it, that Mr. Agua.
Okay, so racing coach just make sure no stand up. Him can talk to them, him can whatever, but him just can't stand up.
Well, me think them means say him can be in technical area, but him should be giving coaching instructions. So
Okay.
me don't know them.
So him could have give instruction as assistant.
No. Well, me don't know.
So long. So every coach in the technical area have to have a B license, or just the head coach.
The head coach alone have to have a
how
B
years Speid man explain it. It's like them and say, yo, you need a B license coach. As a
be the head coach.
Here, they be the head coach. Because assistant coach, I think they only need a C, you know, to be an assistant.
So the assistant can't stop my technical area?
Well, me see them stand up, so me don't know. Brother, yo, me don't like a rule, brother.
Yo, that's
No, but it sound like the rule kind of unclear though. You know, like
May I tell you?
what is the rule?
That rule is joke rule, brother.
So Brian, you don't have a rules and regulations for the JPL like a document. Them don't have that.
Yeah, me have it, brother. And this will have the B license to and everybody install it.
So in it, them don't have a part where it explains this in the rules.
I go and try and call Mr. Speid. I can't mute this.
Call him, make him talk. Call him.
No, me not.
Call him now.
Yeah, but me not call him for the here, brother.
Yeah, because my ear, see if him,
tell him to come explain it.
yeah, see if him want John, because I heard an explanation. I heard an explanation today, and based on where you are saying, Brian, me get the same thing. Like he must say, as long as you not stand up. But to me, that don't really make sense. So I just want to clear up that part there.
That sounds like some jungle business. Jason, that's all right. That's all like some curry goat business, Reggie.
Because all right, it's one thing to say, okay, we want the standard should be B license. That is great. I love that, right? But then if you're gonna say, well, if you not have it, you can't still up on the side. You can still up on the sideline, but don't stand up. That don't make sense.
It's a loophole. Like it's a loophole if you don't have it.
Yeah, that don't make sense.
Yeah.
So Ansi, you know, did any clubs get fined for this over the weekend?
No, I won't go Vere United here. And it look like I attack Vere United. Because if them go sanction Vere United, they'll be sanctioned like a club them when I have a B license coach.
Okay, so 14 club in there, right?
Yeah.
We could go through them. Arnett Gardens, me know him have one. Gilbert, him have one. BRA.
Oh? Yeah, Gilbert. Have supposed to have a license now.
All right, Gilbert have A. Tivoli have who? Jerry Waite?
Yeah, Jerome Waite.
And him have B?
That's a question mark.
So we're not sure, because one time we didn't know say never have B, right?
One time we didn't know say they try it and
no, people, hold on, Ansi. Hold on.
Yeah.
See the man himself, you know.
Yeah, man. Put him on the show, man.
Hold on. Tell me if you not hear Mr. Speid. People not hear him.
Get him send the man a link, brother.
No, the man not go on the link, brother.
Why?
No, brother.
Yeah, we just need him to clear up by voice, man. Him can talk and
Hold on, just tell me if you not hear.
No, we're not here. We're not here. Mr.
Speid. Yes, sir. Yeah, man, you're not here.
No, sir.
Little bit.
Turn it up a little bit.
It's like turn it
Call
up
him on WhatsApp. Put WhatsApp on your laptop and call him and make him talk.
Brother, we don't for that. Hold on.
What kind of man this man?
Just hold on, Brian. Just ask him the question. Or just ask the question. Make Brian ask him, and then Brian just still with the answer with him.
All right, Brian, make me call him and make him talk. We can't call him then. Tell him to call.
Yeah, Unseen. You can call him and make him stream through your thing.
Yeah, make him talk.
Unseen, I'll call him. Man, say, I'm ready, you know. Big man, a joke thing never go out with, brother. Yo, anyhow the rule, I like how me understand it.
Brian, make him talk first, man.
All right, so yeah, yes, you're live, Sir Speid, on BAM Sports TV. Remember, person you can't ask, him not gonna hear you, but you guys can hear him. Go ahead, Sir Speid.
Unseen, ask the man about the coaching.
Ask the man the question, then, brother.
Sir Speid,
Hello?
you hear me? Yeah. So we just call for clear up something.
Unseen.
Yes.
You can send him the link. Him can join for like 5.
Yes, I'm good. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. So the question it pertaining to the coaching B license thing, where coaches must have a B license coach in the Premier League. There's a issue with what more want clear up in terms of if you don't have a B license, but you can sit on the bench, but you can't stand up in the technical area. Explain that.
Right. So first, it's not even a B license; it's a B diploma.
B diploma.
Because a license is a different thing.
Okay.
Which we're going to go to next year. License mean you have to do like some additional stuff like safeguarding of children, and you have to go get your police record and those things before you can get a license.
Right.
So now it's really just a diploma.
Okay.
So we could just take it back a little.
Right.
Remember, for you to be on the bench, you must be on the match card.
Right.
So there's a record of everybody who is. There must be a bona fide member of the club who is on the bench, right?
Right.
So everybody on the bench is recognizable. So everybody know, and in the modern game, you have to list what is your function to sit on the bench. Right?
Right.
So the rule is you must not give instruction from the technical area. So it don't matter is who give the instructions. Anybody give the instructions guilty. And so that is really what it is. So maybe if you sit down and shout out and nobody don't hear you, nobody don't hear. Because that happens all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, you give instructions from the technical area, that's it. And you can't go anywhere else on the field, go stand up because you know that the referee won't allow you.
Right.
So it's the only place you can really stand up in the technical area. So it is that structured, yeah.
BAM Sports, I'm sending a link, because I think he want to ask you some question, but he not really have the calling system. So I don't know if you want to come on, because I heard that you're not coming on any YouTube channel anymore.
BAM Sports is some work in the summer, so for him, me make a
all right, so I'm saying send you a link.
Hold on, Ansin, ask him on to me.
No, man, I'm sending the link,
Yeah.
man.
Shabbat, you're on a channel, man. Relax.
Man, come on.
Dead. Yo, Brian, me just send it some something a while ago. Accept them.
Yo, the man say, yo, my channel and your channel have to cover, you know?
Come on, for Instagram, right?
Yeah, man, IG. Me send you some posts. The match them for next week. Well, for the weekend here.
People, make sure you hit the like button, you know.
They send him a link.
Make sure you send.
Problem, you know.
People,
So-
make sure you follow BAM Sports for all the latest JPL action as well. About that just for the controversy alone. We have results.
Brian, rate I deal with Gleaner today now. Say if you deal with him, you know.
Yeah, man.
I'm dealing with Gleaner, but you not tell people
Yeah,
like
man.
that.
Gleaner took my information and post it on his page, brother.
So what you do?
Me not post them from story and give them a shout out and tell them thanks.
Yo, I love how them not even do no work. All I take the mistake. And that sweet me, you see, Brian.
That make me laugh.
How them feel though? How them feel to be mainstream?
Them not feel no way, brother.
Them no feel no way. You know, Branson, come on. You see how the man them operating. Brother, if I never for we, brother, Jamaica don't know nothing about football. Well, if I never for YouTubers, Jamaica don't know nothing about JPL.
May I tell you the truth, Shavan, Brian, Unseen. If Brian and Jean-Pierre and all the rest of them who are highlight them something I never dare do it, we would know nothing about none of them something. Nothing.
Brother,
And the thing is, as for somebody like me, we can't go to the game then, right?
Yo, Mr. Speid not the background, bro, but it has a device not connected. Maybe you must go leave or
No, you have to leave and come back, yeah. I take a while to load up,
No, but when I say for somebody like me when they're overseas and can't go to the game, them it's like it'll help me for even know what I'm going. Like even though I want to get 3 match a weekend.
I'm phone in my house. They should send to him laptop, man. That is a man.
Sports Max now have the equipment to do one bag of game. this help me because when we can see, me know the player them are play, and like it helpful, brother. It's helpful, and then it
Not
make you more
only that,
invested. It make you more invested in the league because you start learning about it.
not only that, Jason. All right, it's a couple years back. Yes, when a transfer make, guess how me know about it. When me see
When you
side
go to
on
game,
TV.
yeah,
When I see
exactly.
side on TV, you know, so a player make a transfer. If I say, hold on, there's such man left, such man side.
Mm-hmm.
The
Yeah, man,
the thing
is a
is a
thing what
good
was
thing. Is a
needed.
good,
It's a thing what was
bro.
needed, man. Big
I
time.
mean, I say to people all along, say, yo, that itself can actually drive up the excitement. Because look what happened between Mount Pleasant and Portmore over the summer, right? Brother, you know much people excited to see what gonna happen because of that?
People.
Yeah, this man come.
Speed has joined the show.
The man are easy, though. Yes, Ryan Tiger.
No.
Yeah, man, you hear me? Yeah, man.
Yeah, we're hearing
I hear you.
Yeah,
Loud and
man.
clear.
Yeah, so as it relates to the point now about the coaching, explain to us.
So before we go there, so still, but they take a hiatus from the thing. But you see, because you do some work in the off season, you do some good work in the transfer, making the Premier League famous. You have to make an exception for you. But that's what I tell you straight. So all of the people that want to contribute nothing, you don't know that's already.
So, Mr. Speid, so hold on, so you're not come for MG Sports?
NG contribute enough to the program, to man. That me I say, me like the progressive people, where bust the thing. Me good, but some of the people,
yeah, we overstand, man.
Me I give you props, man. If them are go vex with you, but me still I give you props. You do some really good work. I didn't go around it, brother. You do some good work in the half season, make the thing exciting. The only thing is that you should have said this man transfer fee reportedly this amount of fee. Cause the figure, you just right hand
Tell him.
No, you want to put him in a hot water, this so. Hot water, you want to sling him in a. Jesus, Speed, wicked.
Tell him all the while. Tell him all the while what it cost me.
Yeah, man. Look here. If you say reportedly, nobody can say nothing in BAM TV. The man have to just hold that and say, boy, you that me here, brother. And it did say reportedly or estimated. What about your lexicon, man? You're not like everybody else. You know some good words you can use. Protect yourself.
And if you want to better stick speed, you must speed a liar and I have liar around me.
All right, so Mr. Speid, so the reason why we call up on the show, Mr. Speid, what would I ask for you to come on is about, would I want some clarification about what happened regarding the whole coaching situation, because Jason and Unseed made a very valid point. So we just want some clarification. What's the qualification needed for a coach to sit on the sideline? And is there a stipulation that a coach must have that particular qualification to sit there? And if not, will there be a fine?
Yeah, so make we just go back a little bit so we can put everything in a context, because that's always important.
True.
3 years ago we find the coaching situation dim. We have like some people with some badges where majority of the work was like theory. Teach people to treat injuries. Whole heap of things where coach now have nothing to do with manage club, all of those things. That was the course that we used to have going before. So it never really prepared. You're lucky to get one session and you pass out to get a JFF advanced level 2. So it never really prepared anybody for course. So when we assess the course, and also assess it with CONCACAF, and the FIFA and UEFA, we realized that the course have been adequate. So we form the coaching school, staff it, and say, look here, we have to do better as a nation. A C license in a Europe coach grassroots only. So that's grassroots you then coach it with, right? B license coach elite youth and top amateur. And you need an A license for coach professionals and a pro license to do more than coach, you manage all the relationship between all the stakeholders. So what do we assess? We were having this advanced level 2 and believe we're really good and sending out those coaches against pro license and A license coach overseas, and them just kick our butt because we're really not know. We're buck. Clearly we're buck.
So we decided to use the regulations to guide development, because that's the only thing you can do. If you use regulation to guide development, then you force people to get better. So every year we set the standard a little bit higher because we want the standard to rise overall. This is not nothing to do with one person, as people don't like it to believe. So last year for the 2023-24 season, we said you had to be registered in a B license course to be able to coach Premier League. All we said last year, no, you have to be registered. And then we say this year you have to have a B diploma to coach in the Premier League. Sorry if I use the word license and diploma interchangeably. So what happened is last year we sent to the Premier League clubs first and say, in the summer, and say, listen, come on, send us your best, you know. And so we started a course with 32 persons last year. The course normally take about 6 months to do. But the course is set up in a way, say, we not failure or pass, you know. If you not finish all of the work, we'll work with you till you finish all the work and then we give you the diploma. That's how we really work. We not failure and say, yeah, we're going to do it over back or we're not busy with it. That's how we work with everybody. The B diploma is simple this. You do 4 days and with a lot of theory and some practical. The second 4 days, you do pure practical. Basically, is a development period and we'll come back and make you have a coach. Everybody have a coach every day, that type of thing. And then you have to do a scrapbook with your sessions then. Of course, tell us about your philosophy and certain little things. And then you do a final test where we actually look on your coach after we go through the different coaching points to see if you get it. And then you get the B diploma. So that is the whole process. So come this year now, from about February, we tell every club, say, listen, you have to have a B diploma this year. Sorry, we tell them from last year now, but we just tell them, so we are reinforce it back to tell them. In between last year and this year, we have 2 more B license courses, right? I'm going to tell you, so, 1 with 14 and 1 with 13, one of the course, almost everybody done. The new course will start this year. But we had a lot of stragglers from last year who didn't finish that B license course that we started last year. And so now, if you get up in a technical area, $50,000. That's it. And no care is who. That's the rule now.
So Mr. Speid, those rules are in writing, right?
It's in a regulation. Everybody see it might fit in writing. You know, yeah, it's in a regulation in a black and white.
Okay.
And you know the saying about Jamaicans, if you want to hide anything, just put in a book. You know we don't read nothing.
So question though. We don't really want to call nobody names still.
You don't have to call nobody name because I'm bigger than everybody. So if the person either him have it or him don't have it, simple. You don't have to call nobody name. So,
all right, question, because I heard this perspective being made earlier on radio today. So, for example, I'm not an issue. So, like, for example, a coach who would have started the coaching course, like not in the first cohort we started last year, but probably like the second cohort or the third, and they are completing the license now. There's no exception to be given to them? Or they
no.
Right?
No, let me tell you how the rule go with these regs. We have our own rules, you know. We say, if you notice, the B license didn't come into effect last year because we only had 27 people who had it. So we couldn't. So our rule is that anytime we coach between 3 and 4 times the amount that is required, it enforce. Yeah. Anytime we have between 3 and 4 times the amount of person. So Premier League had 14 clubs. So once we reach 314, how much? 40 how much?
42.
Yeah, once we reach that amount, it enforced. That's how we roll. So you know, nothing to do with anybody. We just know, say, when A license, we have 3 times the amount of Premier League coach. I hit to go run things. I hit if you have an A license. That's just how we do it thing.
So Mr. Speid, how many B license or B diploma coaches currently are in the JPL?
In the JPL?
Yeah, out of the 14.
The 14.
Majority of them have it. Majority of them. Me can only think of 4 who probably don't have it. Okay, I think 10 14. People have it.
Okay.
4? No, so hold on.
Yeah, me can think of 4.
All right, hold on, Mr. Speid.
So 45. Could be
Hold on,
five.
All right, Mr. Speed. So like cause they were saying that one particular coach doesn't have it, right? But the reason why that particular name was not mentioned is because that person never stood up throughout the entirety of their game. Anything
Yeah,
you say?
yeah, it's fine. Yes, we can't tell City Hall people who private sector who to employ, so we're not telling them who to employ. So the person can speak before the match, at halftime, after the match, and when you go back at training. That's fine.
But
We
he
just
can
say,
be on the bench.
But he can be on the bench.
Yes, we don't care if you're on the bench.
Is the bench and that line that draw there right there in front of is that the,
Technical era, you can't
That's a
stand up
technical area.
and say no. That's
but if you sit down and shout instruction, you're good.
well, you know, we know if we work around things.
Yeah,
But that speed that don't make no sense to me.
But what on the answer? But Mr. Speed,
Make no sense.
back in the past, and let's say I don't try to cut out that because back in the past, you know, I mean, I think it stopped now. Even though when match are played, usually I just the coach alone give out instruction to players. Like normally anybody, people with the technical staff, trainer, physio, they see them give out instructions. So you're saying if that happens and the match commissioner report it, then the club will get a fine.
Yeah, each person 50,000. Yeah, look here, Jamaica don't want a real place. You know, nowhere else in the world you see 10 man get up on a coach.
Yeah.
So we can't try. We can't. When me say tongue in cheek, say you can't sit down and shout. I don't mean that. Just I say maybe you get to the minute, no. But when I say to you, nobody do that.
All right. Next question: how long a club can, play JPL football without a registered B license coach?
No, they can play forever. All them do is give you 50,000 every match. What you talk about? I know Jamaica is alone.
Oh, them get fined without if them don't register them, I get fined. Okay.
No register if him you have to register your B license coach. Look, in France where there was a French coach who worked there. And the club paid. Well,
Yeah, the club came out and said publicly that they're going to pay the fee each match because they know that he doesn't have the qualification, but them not care. Them still are going to use him regardless. So they said, them said that they would still pay the fee. So,
So question: is there an opportunity? All right, what's the prerequisite to do a B license?
Have a C.
Have a C. Are it's equivalent, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Equivalent, would that be a degree from GC Foster or?
No, that's not. No, GC Foster not another coaching for football. Them do coaching for athletics.
What are you talking about?
Well, their standard is not our standard, bro.
Ansi, the man said no, I'm going to go down the road. Because you're not going to win.
Mom, we're not arguing. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, but we done part them days now with the
yeah.
Coach. Done.
All right.
So next thing now, if it is that, so all right, so is it because I don't know if this makes sense, okay? A situation arise where if the club don't have the coach, them just continue to play $50,000. Is there any other fine that can be imposed, or is just you pay every time you breach?
No, I think our fine actually increased the amount after breaches. I mean, I remember I think at that time we got to 100,000. I think fine. The breach increased.
Oh, so every time you breach this rule, it's gonna go 50,000 more.
I think the second instance they go 50,000 more, and then after that it's probably plateau. Probably them say that the disciplinary. I don't even remember, but yeah, stuff like that.
Oh wow. So Mr. Speed, so like a technical director, if someone is listed as a technical director, that person would also need to obtain that minimum B license as well.
No, just the person who is going to give instruction from the tech. So if it's the nurse and them have it, they can stand up and give instruction. It's just the person who is giving instruction from the technical area must have it. Yes.
Okay.
So tell me something, Mr. Speed, because all right, me hear that point you make on the radio today. Me not really agree with it, but me can't see.
Agree with what?
No, I'm saying I don't necessarily agree with it. But
you don't agree with? We don't hear the point. What you don't agree with?
Him not make it yet.
They were making the point that when the club is being registered, to play in the competition and them have to submit them documents with them players and them coach. Why is it that if them don't submit a B license coach, the JFF don't stop them and say, yo, you don't have a coach, you can't play. Why them do that? Instead of allowing them without the coach.
No, but me, we talk about me just explain that to you. We cannot tell this is a free country. You cannot tell people who they must employ. They employ anybody that they wanted to employ. But we have rules. We're using regulations to guide development. So we have rules, and it's in line with what other top countries do. So you talk before the match, talk after, and talk after the match. But you're not getting instructions from the sideline. You're not having training. That's it. So I don't know what you not agree with. Because I know we alone do it in the world. In an English Premier League, you can't, even if you get your pro license, I think you have to do something else before you can coach in an English Premier League.
Is this rule in place for the women's JPL?
You have to have a C.
See.
What's the requirement to be an assistant coach in the JPL, man?
There's no requirement. But that assistant can get up and say nothing if you don't have a D.
Okay.
Mr. Speid, anybody else on your staff have a B license?
Yeah, man, a peer B license coach like Cavalier.
Are you Mr. Speid?
Peer B license coach like
No PLB, but don't tell me physio have a coaching license. Manager, everybody.
Well, the reason why I ask is because you want me to talk to them.
Talk where?
On the sideline.
Nah, man.
Nah,
Other coach start, man, because the camera not always upon him.
No, I just Speid them love show up on the side. Okay.
Because me handsome, that's right.
Yeah, no,
before you leave, you know.
Yeah.
Big man, you made the Asian man them balling up at the park last time.
No, hold on there, Brian. Hold on there. That's something bigger. Mr. Speid, what happened yesterday regarding the lights? What happened with the light them yesterday?
Well, you ask me. I make no comment. Me say chip out again today. But me just want to go further with the coaching diploma, right? So now just to make it more wholesome. So now we have 5 A license coaching at Jamaica, right?
5.
Yeah.
And we have about 15 more in training now.
You can't tell with the 5 of them?
Yeah. Vere, Butler, Speid,
Piet Basso,
Andrewa.
Piet Basso,
Miran Garden. Piet versus Speid, Anjewa, and Miran Garden.
Speid have it too. Oh.
Yeah, but I think you have other coaches because I think last year Alex Thomas and top of them went to Trinidad to do some A-line.
They don't finish. But yes, we have 16 more. That's what I tell you. We have 16 more from Jamaica who do the A-line as we speak.
But I think top of them tell me same finish.
I don't know if he finished, but he might do it. He might. I know Alex them advance because then start. Because we start our next set this year. But them start from last year.
So the A-Lights are come to Jamaica?
Yeah, Jamaica will do it. 10 of them do it this year at Jamaica. Yeah, next year we'll do our next course and 2026 we'll do our next course. So we just set out one in Panda program, yeah. As soon as we reach 42, you know it go.
Problem.
Everybody in the league of have A. I can't say, oh, nobody knows to say this is a good thing.
No, man, it's very good.
No, man. Everybody says it's a good thing, man.
I will not pick out about
Hold on. We can understand why Mr. Speid said that. Because you have persons where bash him because...
Mr. Speid, let me tell you what the problem is. The real issue is with Jamaica is a lawless society. You say anything of the rule, we don't want.
Yeah.
That's our main thing. Anything of the rule or regulation, we don't want.
So that's a one. And the other thing is, them beliefs that the old JFF for them just all say, oh, we're not business, we're not nothing. So nobody now, you know? We're not reinforce the rules. That is it, you know. Everybody, that they all know, you know. Over a year ago, so them have to do it. And then decide not to do it because they say, oh, no. This is not the same JFF. I keep on telling people. You say club licensing, you know what happened last year? Only 4 clubs had a regional license out of the 14. And if we did get 4 spots, like what happened to the year before, is the club who come 10th in the Premier League will get one of the spots. Because that was one of the clubs we have a regional club license.
Yeah,
And
'cause
if you win the Premier League any year and you not have a regional club license, you ain't playing in the Caribbean Cup. So I saw the thing set now because, you know, people just go through the motion and feel say, okay, no big deal. No big
It improve this year because I think this year is the 11th club of that regional license.
11, yeah. Because we stick out now and say, well, you know this go. So all of these things.
Yeah, let me tell you still, because you see the club licensing requirement. You see, if your club are run as a good functioning club, you may not think you have a issue. The problem is a lot of the clubs them not running as a functioning organization. So them find issue with it. That's what me thinks still, because
better clubs have do everything better coach, make better play and better organization, and that's really where we're going. We're trying to make sure people have a standard. But as I said before, for 50 years in our Premier League, nobody in a business with no standard. Anybody can coach, anybody can have come set them a club. Those days are gone.
All right, Mr. Speid. So while we're on that, right? This is something that really irks me a lot. I don't know if the JFF themselves had put this into play regarding the playing surfaces. It's still, I know a person is going to say that, hey, money, but I think it's something that's really holding back our football, because I don't really like for most club teams are playing and they're not playing at their home. They have to be playing their home game at a next team's home stadium. Is that something that the JFF has in plans to put to mandate to say that, hey, after 3 years you have to have a playing surface at a particular level?
No, because let us give an example. What I was told that catching our cost was $90 million US for the 90, more than 90. I remember. That's a huge figure. There's no club in Jamaica where would be able to afford. No, 190, like 300 million, if we can remember right. There's no club in Jamaica.
It's not the stadium, Mr. Speid.
But when you build a surface alone for if you play there, you have to have a stadium. So I'm just saying, almost nobody can afford us to except government. To be honest, government can't even afford the one. Imagine government will collect so much money, can't even afford one good stadium, much less. So you have to put things into perspective. Of course, you want the people to play at them home, but what would the television product look like? We can't afford to go back where we actually used to pay for television product in our JPL, and now people start pay us now. If we go back when you take the camera, you show tile it. I mean, where we go back to? We can't go back to that. So we get it, but guess what? That money not there. So big clubs like AC Milan and Inter Milan, after they don't own the field. They were them play upon or renting. One play this week, one play next week. And a whole heap of big clubs not own the place where them play. That's not a phenomenon in Jamaica alone. They're all over the world.
Okay.
Just to put things in perspective. So we have
another question.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody asked us in the comment, how many of your people got to do the license? I get he's saying how much people from Cavalier got to do the license.
Got the what?
The B license. Got to do the
Well,
B
one of them finish, I just Everdeen alone finish. Leila and Stanley still do it. Them in the other cohort. I just Everdeen alone finish.
Okay.
Sir Speid. Mr. Meeks Elfutura asked what license Ferguson have.
He might do him A license now. I tell you, one of them will do him A.
Okay.
I think CC question is there.
Lamar, I think even the trainer more percent of B license.
Yeah, Lamar do him A too. Yeah, Tapa. All three of them.
I think CC asked a question now, Brian. I don't think it's let me just Speid answer it.
What the question was CC asked?
Alright, Mr. Speid, could Lenny Hyde and coaches with his resume be grandfathered in like a Sir Alex Ferguson in the EPL?
No grandfather.
All right, good. CC, we have a grandfather. We have a grandfather rule stadium.
Sir
I
Alex
see what
Ferguson
happened.
was grandfather.
All right.
One more question from Mr.
Speed,
Meeks.
Jerry.
One more question from Mr. Meeks, Sir Speid.
Sure.
What is the qualification for coaches to coach the youth teams, national teams for Jamaica?
So I know that question was coming. So what? No, it's fine. What happened? Let me just start from a senior team. No senior team will be coached by anybody with less than a A license or a pro license. That will never. The problem with junior teams is that we can't afford to employ an overseas coach. I tried to get one, and it was 250,000 US for the year. We just can't afford it at this particular time. So we have to use local coaches. And while we have some A license coach now, 5 of them, some of them really young, and some of them now have no interest in a coach over there. So, and some of them now have the experience. So we do have to still rely on some other coaches in the system, but that's soon gone. I mean, so I know they are referring to Leonard I coach under 18. Remember, he coached youths in the school system, so we thought those are good fit. And he coached good youth teams. Jerome Wade did exceptional, one of the under 20 team before he was a national coach. So those were the reason why they have these youth teams. But surely and slowly, all of those will be phasing out, because as I explained before, we want all our national teams to be coached by a coach with an A license at least. Every single team, even the youth teams. If you notice, the under 14 team that won the competition the other day, we had an A license coach on the bench leading the charge. The same A license coach came fourth in the CONCACAF under 15. Those are two of the best finishes we ever have in those youth competitions. Forever. I mean, we never do any better than those placing yet before. So tell them to be patient. It's coming. You soon see every single person who coach a national Jamaica team have an A license or a pro license. But for now, we have to make it good with what we have.
Last question. It's my question. What qualification? Everybody want the answer for this one. What qualification Jerome Wade have?
I'm doing him B license.
So he's doing his B license.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's why I'm gonna say him get up out of the technical year. I always have him book and sit down with him pencil.
Nice try, Anthony. Nice try.
Yeah, man, I'm doing logs. I'm doing logs.
Anthony, nice try, brother. Nice try. Mr. Speid, before you leave, you can
Yeah.
Well, I think the first half we should have up 2-3 goals. And then, I think when we come, I think the break kind of set us back. When we come back, we just couldn't find our feet. We just don't know what happened. And we were just backing up too far. And the guys, they were just knocking the ball till them see the openings. We weren't tight enough. And we paid the price. I mean, them scored the first goal, the second goal was just absolute rubbish. The player hands the ball over their head. It was really ridiculous. But as I say, it was just a bad day for us. Miserable 45 minutes. But even with that, we got more than enough chances to equalize the game. It just never worked. Bad day for us. But that's how it goes. Sometimes we beat up people, so sometimes we have to learn to take our beating.
All right, Mr. Speid. Mr. Speid. You know, say, yeah, I'm a coach, right? And the Cavaliers are my team, but this is going to be a bit banter, right?
Stop bandwagon.
Hold on, man. Hold on, Mr. Speid. In the Caribbean Championship, in the international competition, Cavaliers don't seem to have that great of a record in the national stadium. And I feel like I want to go back to Savannah Park for all of your match there. Mr. Speid?
Yeah, repeat that. Cavaliers seems to do one.
Cavaliers don't seem to have a good record in international competitions playing at the national stadium. I feel like go back to Savannah Park.
Why, yeah, so correct. I would have didn't do anything to go back to Savannah Park last night. Because I don't think I would have lose the match. But in a Caribbean Cup competition, you're right too. So the biggest victories, most goal ever scored in a Caribbean Cup match, the two highest are Cavaliers scoring 5 and 4. all at Sabina Park. Well, we score 1-5 over Soto. So you're right. We're really disappointed though, but guess what? We have to just move on. The truth is, we have to make some changes. Just so you go. We'll be back.
But Mr. Speid, I know you know saying I want to talk about it, but were you given a reason as to what happened? Was that you never pay them pay them light bill, but something happened?
Oh man, them say I want to break a chip. I chip again tonight. Me say like gone again tonight. So that's why I talk. When you talk about stadium, you hear me tell you, I government own that, and they can't even work with.
All right, Mr.
Speid, they can print money.
I gave a recommendation to somebody, to Mr. Chung one time. Why not try to link with somebody in Saudi Arabia or Qatar? Try to sell them something for try to help with build a stadium, a football specific stadium. In Jamaica.
Good idea that you have a $1 million idea to them.
Sell them something. Sell them one.
And do it again.
Look how much thing we are giving to other people. We must can give them on a beach.
All the China man never can sell something. How much land them have?
You say give them a beach?
We must can give them a beach. We are gateway already.
Them
man are not frightened for sun. Them a be a sun over there.
Bam Sports, I have two questions. One for
no, but Mr. Speid, it's something that I think probably can be considered because it doesn't seem, in my opinion, Mr. Speid, and everybody will know this well. I don't think they take football seriously. My honest opinion. I don't think them take football seriously.
I wouldn't think they thought for football because guess what? Not just we alone and so far. We're the indoor facilities and for anything, right? So we have like 50 other sports. Come on, we not take seriously. I still believe we're not political, but I believe government must make facilities for their citizens. You know, I mean, it's not just remember everything starts at grassroots now. When you go USA, they have basketball courts everywhere where people can go and play. They have indoor courts everywhere. Well, they don't have to go so far. Go Trinidad and see where they have. You know, so. It needs a national consensus, so we agree.
We can give Saudi and Qatar a couple of leads, then we take some West Indies.
But the thing is, guys, we have to remember, like I remember when me there grew up long time ago now, when the SDF they put one bag of courts and fields about the place. How much of them places still functioning? So
yeah, because the same people them damage it as well.
But I'm saying that's the thing. We can get nice, pretty things, but we have a maintenance strategy in place. That's the main problem.
No,
things will look good for 2 years, 1 year, and then it mash up.
You're right, but I think you see, if they give each Premier League club one facility, trust me, they would carry it. And that is where you can't put it on anyway.
I agree with that. I agree with that, Speid, because I remember at the time, I was a bit young, but I remember saying to people, is this going to be a community thing? Like, who is going to actually take care of the places? Yes, them in some places and them nice, but who actually are going to take care of the place?
Yes, that's true.
Nobody.
So really and truly, it's left without a owner. So the community is left to, and then, community, not everybody are going to really want to put up. So if it's owned by the club will have a reason for one to maintain it. So that's a very valid point. But the reason why I brought it up though, Jason, because I do a lot of research based on those countries, especially Qatar, because they're trying to build relations with countries all over the world. They are donating projects like those, especially art. You know that the stadium, one of the stadiums in the World Cup, the one that was built out of the container. You know that they donated that to a club, to another country in Africa. And the country is actually using it as their national stadium now.
Okay.
So they pulled it, because the stadium was built off containers. Yeah. They pulled the stadium apart after the World Cup.
Wait, you see next time we got World Cup at Qatar for 2000 with the under 17 boys. Yeah, carry as a media person.
Yeah, man, make the link, man.
I can go pitch it. Yeah, man, a good thing we can That's
no, but in all honesty though, if there's some kind of precedence already that they do projects like this, then yes, it's something we should explore for sure. But I think the main
I was joking, but I agree with you.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree with you. But we need them. Trust me. Yeah.
A question from Mr. Meek, Self-Toro. He's saying that what is the plan put in place for the under 14 crapper players so that they can matriculate and go, develop and get further into the
So
national.
everybody knows that we have a national academy, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And the players go there, frequently, as frequent as we can. That under 14 team, we have a CONCACAF under 15 tournament next year, so that is what we're going to be gearing them up to do. So we did put in a lot of work with the under 14s to go to the tournament in the CFU. And that is, that plus if we get in the late bloomers, because we're always on the lookout for other players. Those are the ones which are probably a couple of overseas players, because that is one local team where it's only local players who's on it in the under 14. So again, the same process that we'll go through. We have 4 scouts looking for talent all the time. We have a national academy where they get to train all the time, and there's specific training of what we would like them to do in the moments of the game. And of course, the national coach, who is Speid, a licensed coach, he has been assigned to that team, and he will be taking them next year to the CONCACAF tournament where he from 14 a year ago to that tournament. So they'll be very well prepared and taken care of, and we're really looking out for them.
Oh, you become a scout for the JFF?
We have to think you have some ability.
I think they scout them and scout properly,
Yeah, so where say like why? So you just have to. So the technical committee are the ones that would like kind of, I guess, scout the scouts.
No, what me with the scouts is we get recommendations from each region. There's one scout from each region, and we assess them and choose one.
Okay.
We have ones from each region, so we assess and we choose one. So the recommendation come from the parishes who them think of their ability.
Got you. And I guess that's just from years of them dealing with these people and seeing the players that they would bring to various clubs and different organizations and track record.
Yeah, track record.
All right, so Coach Speid, I have a question. Somebody just messaged me a question. So earlier you were saying that once you reach 3 times the amount of qualified coaches compared to the teams in the Premier League, the rule is going to be enforced. Now, the person making the point that recently, like we had like B-license coaches that coach national youth teams, but they weren't experiencing like the international level in terms of their experience. So even if you have 3 times the amount of coaches, what if the coaches who have the qualifications are not experienced enough? Wouldn't it seem as if you are forcing the clubs to select an inexperienced coach based on the pool?
No, because one of the things with a B license and an A license is like night and day. Let me tell you what happens when you do an A license. First of all, for us to choose you to do an A license, you have to be coaching for over a year with the B license already. So we're not even going. We're not going to admit you in the class if you haven't been coaching for a year of the B license. So is really the best of the best you put to do an A license. So all of those things would be. So there's a criteria selection process. You see, like the B license, where once you have your C and we have the space, we just take you. And you know, once you get if you get the C yesterday, we can take you in the B tomorrow, because there's no requirements. You must have.
Just be don't say that.
What is actually true?
Don't say that.
Once you finish the C, you can go to the B. What do you mean by me not say it? It's true. There's no waiting period for go to the B.
Eventually, will you have like a waiting period for the B?
No, you might can get in at the course, not the B course, but there's no waiting people. People pass and just walk going on the next session. People pass E and walk going on C.
Where you wait on C?
That's me. A 6 month, them tell me to wait, Bridget.
So go
we
where?
Apply for the B license the other day, and a 6 month then tell me.
Tell them probably never want you because them have other people, and then I want you because other people are ahead of you.
Me alone, I only for people and tell other people.
Yes, so now try chop the line. Nobody now make a chop the line and see. Yeah, them no things say maybe that's the reason.
That's semantics.
They not have enough space. A space them not have.
Yeah, semantics.
No, Mr. Speid,
no, a space them not have.
Unseen
Alright,
think
them
him
not
have a
no
whole heap
space.
of links, can cut the line, and that's the thing.
Make we work with that. Make we work with that. Them not no space.
I am
Yeah, because
saying
there must be a
I am
cap because
saying
you have to make sure the information get to everybody. So it can't just be everybody can do it one time.
I am saying that people pass the C and go straight to the B, the first B after that, they never had to wait. Some of those people we're talking about are like man who play professionally overseas. We never see them man they wait not even one day when them pass nothing, they don't move up.
We
So
understand
I'll
that
have to
part.
go up to the B. So I'm saying there's really no requirement to say you have to sit out no time to go to B. I'm still correct, Nancy. Because they never select you, that no means that that's the reason. Could be another reason.
Okay.
But for
You
the
can't.
A, you must coach for 1 year. You must coach for 1 year for the A. So you're not going to be that inexperienced. And then the A license, let me tell you what happens when you do an A license. When you finish the journey, you can't be inexperienced. You have to coach 18 games in an A license. So you have to say, I'm going to play Arnett tomorrow. Then you have to come up with a scout Arnett, come up with the tactics where you think are going to beat them, right? The most effective tactics available to beat them. Design training sessions to deal with those tactics. Then you play on it. Then you go back and look on where you go wrong and where you go right, and you review it and right where you could have done better next time, or you tweak the training session. That's one. And you have to do that 18 times. There's no such thing as a person inexperienced going to do an A when they done an A license. It can't.
Suppose them smart.
Then you have to pick 4 players and decide assess where the players are now and tell you where you bring them go in a 1 year when you finish the course. And you have to come back and tell them where the player reach. That type of thing. You have to tell them things like a scrapbook, like you have to design almost a 10 training session. Yeah, the 18 training session, you have to at least 18. You might have to do more. You have to also, so those players, you have to show you how you develop those 4 players. And you have to answer some questions when you come to a logbook. There's no way a man can do an A license and still inexperienced. It's impossible.
Question: Who are the 4 players that you develop or you identify?
That's good. The 4 I had was Atkinson, Anderson, Webster, and Allen. Those were the 4 we decided to develop over my year. But it's not this year, no, that was the year before. Not the last season, that was the season before. Those are the 4 me choose.
So who you choose now? So tell who you choose now that I want.
No, that was for the course.
Him not to do it again.
Those will be at the 0 right now.
Oh, okay.
No, it's different now. No. Me choose everybody now. You see me I come from England where they for 9 hours and I'm right every player. What their faults are, what they need to do this year, all of that. I go through all of them. So me choose everybody now.
Okay.
9 hours what I right thing.
But from here to the A and we have Mr. Speid. We're good. You can just call him.
If what?
From here to the A, we're good because we have you can call to give us some pointers and so on. So we're good.
Yeah, all the way I can call, but you need to do your work. Do the 18 courts. Yeah, you have to do the 18.
All right, so see a question. A person who is coach, who is teaching the A license, can that person coach in the JPL?
Yeah, why not? It's a coaching educator that it's a different thing from coach. You might all be a good coaching educator and can't coach. You didn't know that?
I can think of a few right now.
No, but that's what more over the world. Look on the people who are professors. Most people didn't give them no business to run. Not because them are a professor and can teach good. So you have to keep things in the perspective, you know.
Yeah, Tiga.
Most professors don't work in a private sector.
Yeah, Tiga, there been a few questions. I'm just speed soon going, you know. I'm end the show in the next 6 minutes.
Okay, bless up. Mr. Speid, you have to
Yes,
talk
sir.
to me differently now because you tell me something, man. I'm shocked.
Let me tell you.
Me not going to discuss with you. You know what you tell me, Mr. Speid.
Tiga, you're not working on the JPL, brother. The man said that for you to start. So
No, you know, well on the bam, well on the brother, well on man.
No. Why? What kind of
No, no man, that's a different thing, man. Me and Mr. Speed, Mr. Speed tell me something. I'm gonna take him as his word. I'm shocked. No, but anyway, Sir Speed, what is happening with I don't know if you know anything what is happening about the thing, you know, because I was listening to somebody and they make a good point. All right, first of all, my question is this: who is being fined from Vere Phoenix? Who is being fined?
No, I don't know. I'm in a competition department, but technical, I don't. But just tell you the reason why them in a trouble.
What them?
The club.
Look, I'm more than I look here. You know, as usual, everybody make it about certain people. I'm more than one person.
That's why I'm being spared.
As far as I know.
Mr. Speed, just hold on for answer.
Yeah.
When we tell you to stop, you have to stop and make me talk, bro. So
okay, man. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
So Mr. Speed is on the show as a guest. First thing, me now go make me can't bother with the attacking. Stop.
Yeah. No man, me not attack Mr. Speed, man.
So me and moderate.
Yes, sir.
So man who get fined because the man don't work in a competition committee.
Okay, sir. Apologize. That's Speed. I may with that differently because whatever.
But
we're on a program, so we have a behave. We have a behave ourselves. Sir Speed,
my understanding is that my understanding that is more than one person would have breached the regulations. Make that clear. You know, nothing to do with one person or two person, which me don't want the argument go down to that local level. Right?
Okay. All right, fine. All right, so tell me what me yesterday now. You need to know what me yesterday now.
I'm going to explain it already, man. We did a good first half and should have been up 2 or 3. And then the light go off and we were down for half hour. And I couldn't find my feet when I come back out and the man beat me up, but that's how life go.
All right, no, this may have a problem. What do you mean the light for go off? No, we not just fix the light. And we have a game that come up in October.
The light go off tonight again, so just stay there.
No, man, they have to deal with that, man. They have to fix that. That have to deal with Church.
The same thing go on in the Frasers game tonight?
Yeah, that me here. Damn. Somebody can't say it went off again.
But Mr. Speed, hold on, Mr. Speed. Can CONCACAF, because they are both CONCACAF events, can CONCACAF look on that and have, what if CONCACAF has some queries to say, hey, should we schedule a Jamaica game that's going to be broadcasted? Are there any concerns? That's the reason why I asked earlier, Mr. Speed, if there's anything that
I not even want to say nothing because they monitor the wave ban, and guess what? Last year I get a big fight. I not even want to talk about it. Me
hear about it. That's why I'm asking you, Mr. Speed, because
last year I don't want to talk about it. I not even want it dip on news.
I know Brian, man, I shove on car. I just want.
I know say you, but I not even want to talk about it. I not telling you right. I know me have to go talk to them.
It in the papers, and I think I refer him a bit. So I don't have to pay a bag of money.
Yeah, so I don't want to go back over that, brother.
So, Mr. Speed, is there a reason why matches wasn't be able to be played at Sabina Park?
No. Nobody want to use the pitch. Remember, that is a problem. Once the pitch in there, everybody against playing there. Cause we could have played there. I'm sorry, we never played there. Can probably win the game too. But just, we're trying to work with the process. So stadium is the Mecca football. That's what we're trying to work with.
All right. So this Arnett Garden Stadium, right? What is the issue? Why it's not for international standard?
The lights are like 400 looms. You need 1,000.
Oh, so lighting is the main problem for Arnett Gardens.
Plus, you have to have individual seating. You don't understand that.
Okay. Yikes.
You have to start.
All right. So we really need a stadium in Jamaica then, basically.
Plus, it now have certain other rooms. Like I remember when you come CONCACAF, you have room, medical room, doping room. Those type of things just not available there.
Jamaica, they are far away.
Yeah. One other thing let me say, I saw it in the JPL over the weekend, is the whole idea of the press conference. So I hope that when the game play Sabina weekend, Mr. Speid, I hope you facilitate that. Mr. Arnett did it. It was a very good thing, good gesture. Where they have a room where you can go in and do a little press conference with both teams. I think that's a good thing.
Big up chicken.
I think
I was at the room. I was at the room did that.
Yeah, he had no man. He did have them apologize that and say going forward and he fix it, but it's a good first step. Usually you have to run down the people them on the field to get interviewed. And them tell us them now and talk and them stuff.
And the sound of play loud, so you can't hear.
Yeah, the sound of play loud and you have to fight to hear what them say. So it's a good venture.
Yep, and that came about because of what happened in the Caribbean Cup, and I know, and that's what we need to do is always to, make ourselves get better and better at everything. So you see how you like that one, and you know times you like the club license one, right? You see all of those go hand in hand, kind of conquer.
No, man. We talked about the club license before.
Yeah, and the coaches.
You know about the coaching thing, them know a long time.
And the coaching license, yeah, we get there.
So try to find a
the next thing we are try work on. The next thing we are try work on. You know, I say, the next thing we're working on. Nobody no need to write up match card again. We just go on. We're trying to work on the system where on FIFA Connect we bring up the players, referee, coach, everything come up on the system. So that is how we are working on. So when you put in a yellow card, the red card, the system was updated immediately. And you know how much red card, yellow card people accumulate, all of those things. So that is the next part of the system we are working on to get it automated. So there's no piece of paper anymore. So let's see where.
Yeah, man. I'm hoping to cut out the paper transfer. Move the part.
So we get in there, little by little.
Cut out the paper transfer.
Yes, the paper transfer thing.
No, man, a joke thing that better one. Joke. I think if you have a system like
all of them just don't be a thing of the past. Yeah, man. You soon cut out everything.
So Speid, last question on the coaching thing on the bench. So for example, if the team register a B license coach and them have an assistant who has a C license, and somehow where the B license coach is not there, can the C license coach stand up in the technical area?
No.
Yeah, as long as him having 50 grand. Go on, go stand up, no?
Yo,
you want to have your 50 grand, you just stand up, no?
I try ask the question 70 times and get the same.
Anybody who don't have a B license will stand up in the technical area and give coaching advice, I will pay a fine.
But I understand that, but why I said the assistant and can have a C license?
Big man.
And nothing to do assist.
Assist.
Nothing assist.
I'm supposed in a case where the B license coach is not there or something.
No, them play without coach.
Based on the reality of the team, then, bro, in terms of money.
Unseen. Hold on there. Unseen. So can't the assistant go in and stands go ball out instruction?
Don't shoot the messenger, brother. Mr. Ask.
No, unseen. All right, unseen. I'm gonna call you out because you try to defend a particular individual.
No, nobody foolishness, brother.
Hold on.
Speid, nobody care about Qatar, you know. Nobody care about Qatar.
Yeah. Brother, my ticket done buy already. Relax, my ticket done buy already. So hear me I say. Unseen, yeah, try to defend a particular individual, but brother, we keep on a complaint say yo, there's something no professionalize this, that. And when the man them get professionalized now, you find a problem.
No, I'm gonna find Mr. Ask question, bro. What's wrong?
Unseen,
Yeah, but no matter how you ask, the answer still gonna be the same. You have to have a B license.
Ask him different so him can,
no, unseen. You ask
but that's the thing. You are try. It's like you are try find a way to not make a B license.
All right, let me ask him my next question.
like why?
When is the next B license course?
Good question. We're doing one in October. I think it's the 17th, 18th, and 19th. Those 3 days. So you can write in your calendar and apply again and see.
Yeah, man.
You can't go to school. Right.
So all who have the B license.
Tell me again when?
17, 18, and 19th of October, we'll have one. Yeah.
This is a new set.
New set. Yeah.
So I'm gonna have the man now, man.
No.
Say it again, with people.
Unseen.
Right, unseen. If you stop saying it so much, cause you need to day in a number. Stop telling me.
Yo, remember saying I'm in a professional football now. Talking.
You know, if you remind me, we know.
Apply early and seen. Apply early.
When I did them,
October
October
17, 18, and 19.
Unseen.
That unseen. That will be the first.
Make
Right.
sure the 6 month. Make sure the 6 month course you do. You know, but with the 12 month and 15 month, like some of them, man.
Mr. Speed can't tell him, man. I want to tell you, man. When I joke, man. Mr. Speed, remember, say me have D license and drive speed, you know. What I'm telling you. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Hold on.
Speed.
Draw with speed. Who do which team?
You teach the license.
Which
Yeah,
team?
man.
When I draw picture.
Anything you want to say.
Unseen. Which team?
Not do that. Not do that.
Which team are there, coach? Unseen.
Yo, just easy, man.
Coach,
Come
you
on.
have
Unseen.
to-
Hold on, make we get serious. So that will be the first tranche of the course. And this one is very serious because it's the FIFA. Basically, the course here now, them coming to look what the progress will make locally with our coaching educators. So it's a serious course coming up on that time. I think we can only take 20 person, maybe 16 or 20 person. Can't be more than that. We don't. It's just 2 coaches going to handle it. And we're going to have a C license too in that same period. Probably we're going to do it in a Montego Bay down the west. So basically that is where we line up for the rest of the year. Because we kind of stop with courses for the rest of the year now, but we have to do this too.
Mr. Speed, Mr. Speed, I know that Andrew Peart is an educator. Who are the other educators that you guys use?
Basically, the 5 we see have the A license.
The 5 A's, okay.
Yeah, they will really focus on to do it. Some license to do B, some license to do C. But and some other people doing their A too. They are the ones that we use to teach. So we have about 14.
Some of that set in the 16 doing A's also being used to teach courses as well.
Yeah, but they would teach. But they would teach C though, not B.
Not B, right.
No.
Right.
B is taught by people who have A already.
Correct.
When I heard you said you were going to do the pro license. When is that?
So I think about 3 we will do the pro license next year from Jamaica, 2 or 3.
Where are you going to do it? Brazil?
Yeah, I think it's South America. I think so. No. I think UEFA people are come.
Jamaica?
Oh, so that will be done in Jamaica.
Yeah, remember we are Trinidad at work, so I'm not sure.
Okay, Trinidad. Yeah, one of
I'm not sure. It grab me both because so we work. We work.
Okay. Do a session there, session here, and yeah.
And somebody will be online and all of that. But yeah.
Well, that is good because I was going to ask that question if that is like the next step to get people up to the pro level.
Yeah, but as you know, pro is a thing where that is more selective than anything else we get to do
Absolutely.
So we hope we can find 10 person in the Caribbean to do it. We don't think it will be more than 10.
What's the cost to do the B license in Jamaica?
Now it's 150. We are trying to reduce it, but it's 150 now.
Okay.
So Mr. Speed, like come the apply already for the first, but must have to apply again. I'm already in the system.
I don't know. I don't really, I must say I don't do operations then. So I really don't know. Even if you did apply, I never see a name come up for put in a word for you. So they never show me.
I got ask somebody we're working operation.
That is actually a question. So who actually sign off on the people? Like, there's a committee that handle that?
Come on, we have people who we have about 3 persons who decide who do the courses.
Okay.
But we have some rules too, so it's not like it go by and like, people just do anything they want to know. We have some rules.
Okay. All right, people. Final question from anyone. CC. We'll leave now, brother. Just a turn up. CC, one question and we'll leave.
Understand. Yeah. My one question is, I think they asked Mr. Speed this the other day, and they tell me about the D license. So I say, make an approach, but apparently I never get through. So I just want to know if I'm going to quit my accounting job, and so I'm going to take up this coaching thing, and then it now work out.
Don't do that, CC. Don't.
Man, yes, I think Mr. Speed not going to be my accounting job.
I mean, I can do accounting for myself. But me hear
Exactly.
somebody said something to me one day, today, you know, Mr. Speed. I feel like I consider the coaching thing, you know. Can tell me say me can't go coach, no matter if me can pass the course, but me can never coach like such certain people. So I said to myself, say, it kinda put me in a position and I say, I need to prove them people are wrong, you know. So more I know again. No, Mr. Speed,
Yep.
I laugh, but a serious thing I tell them.
So you prove that wrong and they be hungry. Okay, all right, go on.
Me not go quit my job, man. But me I say, but me know personally, me know in myself say, me can pass the course and me can coach better than enough of them other people that me see my talk about. So me I say, more know when the D license, because remember, you know, me not play. I just say me not gonna get no exemption for the D license. Me get exemption for the chartered exams, then, but me not get no exemption for the D license. So
just to tell you that accountants make good coaches. Just to tell you that up front, right? Accountants and economists and architects, they make very good coaches. No, it's true.
So then I get wrong because accounting, but I actually have a double major like in economy. But anyway, I'm doing the academia qualification.
No. But it's true because them think a certain way. It does help architects, those type of people. They make very good coaches. So anyway,
So that means I can become a coach, Mr. Speed.
I think.
Brother, I'm an architect, you know, and see nobody with it, you know. He's an architect here.
But we don't want to road down here, brother.
No, I can't be a coach.
Sorry, right. So let me tell you about our exciting program that we have. Now, the Minister of Sports and Ray and Nephew actually sponsor 500 coaches at the D license right throughout Jamaica. And we're doing them now. As a matter of fact, it's only one class starts so far, one in St. Catherine. So they gave us, they gave us 230 people that they said we must teach these, but we can put in the rest of person. And the cost is only $5,000, you know, because they cover it, you know, substantially, you know. $5,000. So get to your parish association wherever you are and tell us you want to do the course.
All right, I'm going to show up with my 5,000, Mr. Speed.
No. Get to your parish association first. No, it's not. It is through the parish association.
Parish association. But
Mr. Speed, I come link you. I don't want to go Qatar. I want coaching like.
But I try that, brother.
No, come link me because me can't. Me not deal with operation. You have to go to your parish association.
I joke, but just make the people want to do no say you're on the links. Like
no, but question though, Mr. Speed. After you do the D license, Mr. Speed. You know, alright. After I do the D license, I have one question. I don't want to ask that. You know, so I'll leave that alone.
After you do the D license, you go to the C. But let me tell you something. Usually, any coach you do the D, then the coaching educator right on the farm who then think for that go to C right away. So then it's right on the farm. So when you done your test, then right on the farm.
A simple thing, man. Top of the class, never finish. But when I move on.
Right. So once you come top of the class, I'm just right on the farm and say, so when they choose a C, they most likely choose it.
Yeah, but I ask you that question, Mr. Speed. I had said before, if a coaching educator can coach in the league, which is fine. But if my coaching educator is in the league, he might teach me, say the CONCACAF B license. I know after write he has a scouting report on a particular team. Say is you is coaching, right? You are my coaching educator. I'm going to do a scouting report on Cavaliers. How do I do a scouting report on Cavaliers? And report like strength and weakness. Like me I basically do a SWOT analysis. And then me I go show like what I'm going to use to approach the game and then some of those things. But me I go submit it to you again who me I go play against.
So you're better. If I'm like you, we wouldn't bother do Cavalier because two problems you're gonna have. You might write so much bulls that me I just fail you. So you're not good. But and the other thing is you're right. But if you do something correct, yeah. But Cavalier, you mean the Cavalier might use it against you? That's what you mean?
That is what me I say. Like, it might end up work against me. Because I might write down something and then me have to go just change it and do something else on the day.
Yeah, but let me explain something to you. In every team strength, it is a weakness too, right? So if you are gonna beat them, you have to know say every strength carry a weakness. And then you have tactics, you have the as I say, you have the most effective tactics available, the meta, and you have persons who will carry out what you want them to do. So you might not have a skill set now that to carry out. So a whole heap of factors decide if you can win it now. And just because you know what Cavalier do, you might all know them do and can't do nothing about it, you know, because them skill set better than yours, and you're not have the people to accomplish what you want. So I don't think it's a big issue because, you know, me can line up the same team and play two different ways. I mean, I'm sure when you do certain license, you will know if you do that. I mean, I think it's an issue.
Oh, all right, then if that's the case, but man,
But it's happening all over the world, you know. People, some coaches where you see, a coach big team, they might not be coaching educator, but they are mentors. So they know what you're doing. Because that is the next. Most times in a certain society, people get the badge, but them also are assigned mentors because nobody thinks of the badge alone, is it? You know, 'cause you need a mentor to help you through certain tough times when things not go your way, or help you with some things where you think you get right, and then them can point out certain things here. So when I teach a course, basically I mentor all of the coach them if them want the mentorship. Them call me, talk to me about anything, and them go through it. At the end of the day, say this coaching thing is not for who better than who. This coaching thing is to make the whole country better. That's what we are about.
Yeah. Coach Speid, final question. Is there a plan from the federation to implement the coaching requirement at the school level?
Yes, but we just not have enough. We want them to go to the B, but we just not have enough B license yet. But as soon as we have 3-1, yes.
Mr. Speid.
Can you go?
Can we?
Yeah.
They are our affiliates. What do you mean, can we?
It's always like them in a zone by them own. That's all.
No, but we did tell them, so them have to have advanced level 2 now. We did tell them that.
Okay.
It moved from advanced level 2?
Well, we have got to C, but we don't have enough C yet because we only have like 300 C. So we need to go to 500 C before we tell them, so they must go to C, and then we tell them to go to D.
So, Mr. Speid, what plan you have in place for tier 2 championship for it to, you know, become more professionalized and stuff?
Yeah, them have to be enrolled in a B license for the next year coming up.
So we getting any sponsor for the competition, anything like that?
Okay, so this is where my part company. I'm technical, not marketing.
Question: does the tier 2 clubs, they have to do the same club licensing requirement as well?
Yeah, we're going to put it in place, but them don't have to get a regional license because they're not going to play regionally. Them going to have to get a local license.
Okay, and the women's Premier League clubs too, they have to get the license as well?
Yes, local license, yeah.
But I'm assuming that because them can go CONCACAF now, they will need a regional as well. Sir Speid? Drop off. Anyway, people, I ain't that enough.
All right, but it was a good show. It was a good show.
Yeah. Yo, thanks to the man them for forward and give me the strength. Really, really appreciate it. All of the people who come to the comment section and be interactive. Much appreciated. You don't know. Next time, the next show is gonna be Saturday. I'm gonna do a JPL preview. So stay tuned. We'll post it in the comments. Oh, and Gleaner, thanks there. Thanks to take me information off my page and post it now in the article and give me the credit. Thanks, Jamaica Cleaner. Yeah.
Bam Sports and the group.
Oh, yeah, the transfer thing, I'm going to say it. That's it.
Yeah, man. But we know what going on.
Bam Sports.
Yeah.
And the group to me, I come out of it. You know.
The group there, what's up?
Yeah, man, I come out of it, man. So them like the group.
That's what man. Look at me, I go lick up yes, but me not want them say me a bandit.
What are you many like the groups there?
Bro, I post my comment, I post my story on my Instagram. Or it reach out group conversation, bro. I never post it on a group, bro.
Oh, so what am? What am really? Cause me not understand that. Like,
we will be suing. That's we have a law firm now. One day I want a case there. Yo, yeah, bless up Danny Trent. So, Ansi, what really happened is, bro, I come across an Instagram post today where JPL page, them post something on Instagram, them reshare a story with some JPL transfer. I'm going to click the link and go up on Gleaner page and decide to go read it. When we go up on Gleaner article, brother, the man them have the whole of my transfer, them line up over the brother. Well, I'm not take my transfer, because I do that. But
hey, all of the transfer notification. All right, Brian, now go say it properly. All of the transfer notification exactly word for word, or Brian write it on him page.
Yeah, them post on them article, brother. And
Man, them
to
thief.
the point,
They make all a mistake.
me know them take me information, me make a mistake for a transfer. I'm going to leave it on my page, and them copy it and paste it in them thing, bro. You think me? So, while I'm unseen, so I repost the picture of the transfer on Instagram story, and I tag JPL in it. Me I say, yo, JPL hypocritical, because when me invite them for a collab, them not accept my collab, bro. But them still take me, in fact, them still take cleaner thing and share it. So me I tell them, say, yo, we don't respect content creators, brother. A gleaner thing on them people there, or mainstream media don't respect. So me I say, yo, we don't just as bad too. And then the individual copy the screenshot the post and put it in a JPL media group and send a voice note. And
she sent a voice note?
Yeah, me I forward it here.
Me never listen to it. Oh, she sent it to you private?
No, she sent it in a group, brother.
Oh.
You see me, and she say, yo, I know our intent to disrespect me. And there is some me I say, yo, when me, brother, when the
why is she take on so much role though? Like a Douglas normally manage the group.
No, she say a PR role up now. Steve is the operations. She responsible marketing and
yeah, but she don't need to close the group like that. People, the communication that go on in the group and everything. Man, come on, brother.
And she say she run the Instagram page. So she said me attack her. Me I said to her, I say, yo, I don't know her on the page, but furthermore, me, bro, if the African come from Cameroon come play JPL, I post him transfer. I'm gonna invite them to call up on it, brother. And them not accept it. And me I say, yo, that would be a massive thing because a player leave from Cameroon, come Jamaica, come play the JPL, brother. You see me?
You know, like people ask a question, brother. They want a rule and a certain
wouldn't that be a good thing to help sell the league and push it,
no,
brother?
man, here's the problem. They don't want to push you, Brian.
Yeah,
that's my problem with these people some of the time. Like, you are doing the thing and you have done something that nobody else have done. Well,
yeah, bro. So her response, so her response is she run the page and she said them don't really collab with anybody. The information has to be a certain standard. So I'm assuming my information is not up to standard. So they won't.
And I get faced I get faced
But bro, I'm not telling you that. That's option one. Hear the voice note. That's what
I get faced Bridget.
Yeah, brother. But all right. So I listen to the voice note. Brian sent me the voice note. I'm listening it, and I was like, she basically I said Brian work is not up to par. And that's just credible. It's not up to par because I've seen where the JPL have posted. I've seen where the JPL have posted other IG content creators.
So them are doing any work with the command to transfer?
Shavan, hold on the Shavan. The Gleaner people them are regular them write some foolishness, brother. Me have one day.
Brother, I'm gonna tell you, the man them take breath, yo. The man them go on BAM Sports IG page, copy and paste every single thing.
Control C, then Control
C.
Bro, the man them could even go as far as to spell the player name correct, brother. Like, bro, the thing was though.
I see one newspaper article. I see one thing with the people them all. And I think that Gleaner do. One of them paper there where them say one player they are Chelsea. Then put one player name and the club where them put the player. A player now play for that club there. So
bro, I'm tell you this. Bro, I'm tell you what I'm so upset to, brother. Bro, you see them people there? them mainstream people, the brother. As just slip, them want to strike a channel and them want to do them thing to your brother. You see me, so bro, to be honest, me don't want them use my information, brother. Even though we can't stop them still,
but that's not my issue still, you know. The group, what in bro, was we communicate and ask question and drop the thing them and everything now. She close the group. No, I am going to be out. I'm going to text her and say, I come out on the group, regime. Because
I know what we're talking about, brother. Oh, and here was stepping up. She said the group is for media accreditation and you get exclusive benefits. Oh, and she said, if you leave the group, you lose the accreditation and the exclusive benefits.
Then when I can't pay 1,000 going to match.
Bro, like last match day, I go match, reach up on Arnett garden, and me after, yo, media.
What do I?
Look for my brother, I just buy a ticket and go a match, bro. If I go a match and tell them media, and tell them the just buy a ticket, bro. Even when you're play more present, you never get the media pass. Just buy a ticket and go a match, bro. Right.
Bro, I forgot to tell Owen what I go on, brother.
So I just know them on them thing, bro. You know, but I get into it.
I tell Douglas. I said, Douglas, brother, you shouldn't move, brother. You match the thing, you know, now work out.
So
bro,
Brian just ask some question, bro. Like the girl was upset because I'm ask question.
Bro, I ask them, bro, you know, I come in a group and start talk about DC. I ask them for the fixtures, brother. And that's not the problem, you know. Bro, them tell me the pictures are going to be available the day after the launch. Them said for the launch. We never get to go to the launch, brother, because them keep the launch in Jamaica play, brother. Like, what you mean, bro? We are going to go to Jamaica.
Come out on the group, Charlie. I text her right now and tell her I come out of the group.
You see me? Boom.
She said in a device note. She said in a device note, if you want to come out, you come out.
Yes, if you want to come out, you can come out. And you have to lose the benefits and the accreditation. And
response. Then when I can call somebody bigger than her.
Just load it.
So she can tell me, say, I can't come and see them because Mark Golden.
What do I? Well, look here, so am I money me pay that much?
Me?
Am I money me pay that
much? Furthermore, PFJ in a response to the match, them where club I play off alone in response.
Listen, bro. So I'm not really have a problem with them. Cause bro, I post thing on Instagram, and she take my post on Instagram and put it on the group. I never put it on the group, you know, and she say, yo, she put it over here, so because she want everybody to see. So I said to her, so you should have posted back on Instagram for the 4,000 people you have. If I promote that, try to promote me, would have benefit more than one group with 18 people. Bro, the point what I was trying to make was just a waste, brother. But as I said, them other them thing, when I fight with them and I argue with them, brother, just load them for them thing, bro. You see me? You don't know how women rule different from men and them stuff there, so I'm just say, yo, you know what I'm doing? I'm going to say that my idea. But anyway, people, thanks for tuning in. Next show, Saturday, JPL preview. Match day 2, we got 5 games. 2 of the games, them Chapleton, Maroon, and Arnett Gardens will be postponed, and Mount Pleasant Waterhouse will be postponed because they are going to have CONCACAF Caribbean Cup Championship duties. So we'll preview the other games them that weekend. Television game is going to be at Sabina, and on Monday they're going to be at Mobay.
Question though, Bam, is it something there? Chapleton Maroon's home stadium, where is it?
It's in Clarendon.
No man, alright. Remember Chapleton Maroon, the owner, live right
see, I remember what I use, but hold on.
I was wondering if they're using the venue at Turner's.
No, hold on. Let me tell you how it depends on the regulation. Come here, regulation. That is just bless up, Virgin.
Yeah, more know, man. Because more know if I ride down the road from me, so I can probably walk that much. So I'm going to do that.
But people, if you don't want to put in there's a poll going on IG right now, at BAM Sport MG SP Professional Knockings page. You can predict your winners for each of the games. There's a poll up for 24 hours. You can leave your feedback there and leave your comments as well. So go there, show your support for the channel. Them we are trying to grow the platform as well.
But by the way, you know, some more auntie me say you no go match, brother. I don't even know say I saw the movie. I saw my roll swallow, you know.
Oh,
Brother, you never want to come away, brother. You
Brother,
just
me
stop and
drive
chat.
come on the match, but you know me I do. Me just go a match, pay money going on match, and do my thing. Well,
yo,
look at company,
CP,
you know.
for the thing, it's a Turner's over at them stadium.
Oh, Turners, that means I know it's for the end of it, man. Alright, I'm backyard this, I'm backyard right this, man.
But bro, people, as I say, you don't know me out. MG and the football show, more check in.
Yeah, I'm going to check in.
Bless up.
You see me, the people. Thanks again, really appreciate it. Hit the like button, share the video with your friends, subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. Until next time.
Well, Shaban, I send a message, brother. I want like a long episode, right?
You see me? Brother, no matter the people think of me, I could not let them grow up in the bro. Can't the problem. Anyway,
but Bomb Sports, come like, are you never proud of it? Can never talk to me nice, you know?
I'm out.
Morris wins it ahead of Bennett. McGregor again deciding to cut inside, brought down, free kick in a dangerous position for Tivoli Gardens with about 4 minutes remaining in this contest. This could be a pivotal moment.
McGregor, another one of the really good ball handlers for Tivoli, taking on the Harbourview defenders here, just running by 2 or 3 of them.
They're trying to weed out Nicholas Smith. Junior McGregor is behind this one for Tivoli. McGregor with the effort. Oh, what a brilliant strike! The Tivoli Gardens number 7 comes up, traps off the bench.